Hey, what's up, buddy?
Hey, what up, brother?
How is your squad W going today?
Oh, typical shit. How are you doing?
Pretty good. Just hanging out.
Just hanging out?
Yeah.
Are you streaming right now?
Yeah.
Nice, nice, nice. So, you hear about all this? I saw your Twitter post.
Yeah, I can tell.
Yeah, I saw your Twitter post. Obviously, we got to be a little careful here. I think, I don't think streamers are the only ones that are aware of the squadW. So, hey, listen. Instantly.
The biggest thing that I would be worried about, I would be very careful about, is it's possible that something maybe happened that we don't know about. That either Mizkif or Esfand hasn't been forthcoming about. I don't know if that's true. I'm not accusing them. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I want to be really careful about that. Yeah.
Yeah. That's why. That's why I. That's why I. What's it called? It's why I. What's it called? It's why I say based on what I hear or based on what I heard.
Mm-hmm.
But even I don't know, dude. How do you feel about this? I mean, like, did you watch the clip?
Yeah, I did.
Don't you think that, like, I mean, I don't know. I mean, like, I don't know, dude. I mean, like, don't you think she was being really, before the comment, she was up in his face asking him to call her daddy, heads were touching multiple times, not because of him, but because she initiated. Like, what is that? That's okay? Like,
I would be really nervous acting like that around a girl. Unless we'd previously discussed that these types of interactions were okay. I'd say that. I'll say that much.
well, what I'm saying is, like, it wasn't him really. He just stood there. And he was very, like, he was nervous. He was actually very.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm
nervous.
saying. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I would be like really nervous interacting with somebody like that, without having already like discussed that with them. That's something that would be very scary to feel out.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, dude. After my.
But I mean, Mizkif was like, or sorry, go ahead.
No, please go ahead.
I was saying Mizkif was like really cool about it. I mean, I say cool about it, like putting up with it, but yeah, I don't know. Damn. I hate to do this, meme, but like if the roles were reversed, I think people would be like super, super not cool with the way that interaction played out.
Oh, are you kidding me? Oh my god. Are you? Fuck yeah. I mean, let alone getting up. I mean, if you just get up in the face like that and not even say a word, if you get that close to a girl and your heads are touching, that alone, I promise you, is enough. Let alone saying, call me daddy, like, and getting, like no words at all. Just getting close. Like, imagine, like, me getting, like, it'd be done, dude. I promise you right now, dude. It'd be done. It'd be one, like, I wouldn't have to say anything. I wouldn't have to say, yo, call me daddy. None of that would have to be said. It'd be finished. Absolutely finished, dude. So yeah, I completely believe me. I know. But I guess we don't know the full extent to the story, which I don't know.
Yeah, the only thing that I would say is like it's tempting to go hard on this. If I got banned over something like this, I don't think I would let it rest. I think I would be really, really upset. But I would say to just kind of be chill because you don't want to get more heat on like Esfand and Mizkif. Yeah.
Oh, 100 and myself. Are you kidding me? All right.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah.
They're waiting. Hey, they're waiting for that for the red button for Trainwreck. Hey, gone. Go to YouTube. Hey, they're waiting. So believe me, I know. When in reality, that's never been my message or intention. Unfortunately, I'm a little fucking dumb. So I mean, I'm just stupid with my words. So I guess my message sometimes gets But yeah, I don't know, man. It seems. I mean, like, where's the oversight on this? Like, do you think there could ever be one day any kind of oversight on this? Like, what can you do? I mean, do streamers need to have release forms that are signed the day of, so there's no bullshit? Like, what the fuck is? I mean, do we just stop all interaction? Possibly? Do we stop?
I mean,
all comments?
If you want to, I mean, yeah, signing a release. That's how normal companies like protect themselves from stuff like this, right? You get people to sign releases and shit to hold you against indemnification or shit like that. So, I mean, like, yeah, that is one thing people could start to do. I mean, it's kind of sad that it's either that or get, like, fucked in something like this, but...
Yeah, because this goes beyond, like, just... Especially in 2018 and 2019, it goes beyond just, what we see right now. Like, there is going to be a lot of articles since Esfand and Mizkif released, what happened, and since this individual is 1 million followers on Instagram, and she's somewhat of a big deal in the Instagram social media world, like that's gonna be, and that's what I think they're probably most stressed about, right? What it means for their job, their career, their future. What article could be written because of this, like.
And how it comes up in the most important thing, fuck all the publicity stuff, although that is important too, but the scariest part is going to be like future bans, because now I think it's 90 days, right? Now Mizkif and Esfand have to be really careful, because if they get banned for anything, their next ban is 1 month. It's going to be a 30-day.
Is that how it works now?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, yeah. After a 7-day, your next ban is a 30-day.
Jesus Christ.
So that's real scary.
What's after a 30
days? Permaban.
No matter what?
I'm pretty sure, yeah. After your 30 days, a permaban next.
I think it depends. I think if it's in the same category. Like, if it's in the same category, I think if it's hate speech, you go 730 perma. But, like, if you show a boob, like, if they show a boob...
No. Hate speech is instant 30. Hate speech will get you an instant 30-day ban, unless you appeal it down or something. Because it used to be an instant perma ban, but then the people that for a lot of reasons, people don't like that. So for partners, it's usually... not an instant permaban, but hate speech will get you an instant 30-day, and then you're banned next time it happens.
That seems so. It seems like such a primitive structure. I mean, so you're telling me if I say something like, I hate all men, and let's say I did it in a different fashion with a couple other words added, I get a 30-day versus someone sitting there, hailing to Hitler and saying everyone should be killed. Like. There's differences in severities, but you're telling me that they get the same 30-day?
You're supposed to, yeah.
That's a little ridiculous in my opinion, but shit, that's unfortunate. I'm sure the system resets though at some point, right? Like after
it's supposed to be 90 days, yeah.
So it's a 90-day reset, correct? Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Then if there was for sure a 90-day reset, then yeah, that makes complete sense. If there's a 90-day reset, it makes sense. I mean, I still think we need to have, like, what I would have liked to see, in my opinion, what I would have liked to see, and tell me if you're going to get behind this at all. The problem is we're not in the time to do it, because right now, since capitalism runs the world and Twitch is looking out for themselves, this is probably, it's improbable for it to happen. But what I would like to see is, especially since we have no protection and there's no union and shit like that, what I'd like to see is, and I don't know if this maybe already did happen. I don't know if I'm just assuming it didn't, but as soon as her legal team approaches Twitch and says, "Hey, we didn't like this," I would like an investigation, and Twitch goes and finds the clip, examines her behavior, and comes back and says, "Hey, what about this? Like, this could be."
Well, that might have already happened, but Twitch has zero transparency on any of their processes, so we don't really know. We can't really say.
Like, I want to see something like, okay, well, if you're gonna go as far as saying this is sexual harassment for making a comment, then we're gonna push for assault for touching our streamer. Like, why can't it be like that? Like, this is the way it should be fought. Like, if someone's gonna come in a month later and say a comment is sexual harassment, the way it should be fought is fucking, in my opinion, it should be fought equally. Don't bring a knife to a gunfight. Like, if they're gonna bring out all their fucking tanks, then we need Twitch. Like, if we have no protection like this, we need something where Twitch is like, yo, okay, fine. We'll punish our streamer, but hey, what the hell is this? Your streamer assaulted ours, touched heads, got in his face, made very inappropriate comments. Like, these are the things that need to happen, in my opinion.
Well, yeah, no, I 100% agree. Like, if I were to find out that streamer was coming back on me for that shit, I would go 100%. Watching Mizkif in those clips is actually, like, really cringy. Like, he looks, like, really uncomfortable. And if that was a girl in that situation, I would be super fucking uncomfortable being involved in that, the way that it played out. But apparently that's, like, not a big deal at all, I guess, to the people that looked at it. Or I don't know.
Well, the worst part is, in my opinion, I think Mizkif got lucky that he's inexperienced and he was nervous. Imagine if he had a little bit of confidence. I mean, this is very touchy waters, especially in 2018, 2019, trying to judge what a girl is accepting and not accepting based on her attitude and demeanor. I know it's very touchy waters, but if Mizkif had a little bit of confidence, God knows what his response would have been in the situation where she's up in his face saying, "Call me daddy," touching him. Like, it could have been 50 times worse, especially if not knowing that it's the kind of girl. It's like, kind of getting in the face, making these, you know, faux dom comments and having this interaction and dialogue, but deep down really isn't anything about that, is actually very sensitive and does that make sense? Like, so in my opinion, Mizkif lucked out in being nervous and you know, not as confident in the interaction. I think it saved his ass, in my opinion. Can you see
Yeah,
where
it's
I'm coming
possible.
from?
Yeah. No. Yeah. I don't necessarily disagree. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, in this situation, I think Mizkif being Mizkif actually saved him from further damage.
Maybe. Yeah.
I mean, imagine. I mean, I don't know, dude. I don't know. God knows. Fuck. Like, that's just scary, man. That's just, it's really, really scary these days. Like, what I've learned, especially after the Alinity situation, is like, I'm never going to ever go, like, if, let's say I'm single one day, dude, okay? Like, if I was single one day in like 50 years, let's just hypothetical, okay? Even if I were to go to an event and someone was interested in down, listen, I'm bringing my boys with me. I'm bringing 10 with me. I'm like, listen, this is not happening unless they get to watch and they get to witness this, okay? Like, that's where I am with the way today's going. Like, it's unbelievable. There is no, at least from what I see, since Twitch doesn't, you know, address anything or let us know what happened, there is absolutely no defense. It's just become what the...
I get Hasan it. If you want to drag Hasan in, you can. People keep saying get Hasan it. I don't know if he's trying to get in or not. I'm sorry.
If he comes in, what's some white knight cuck shit, I'm kicking him.
Okay, you have to drag him in. I don't care.
How dare you?
Wow.
How
Listen,
dare you assume that I'm going to do some white knight shit when I'm fucking a prominent member of squadW now?
Okay, listen, if you actually mean squadW, then my man, welcome to the squadW three-way talking about what happened.
Okay, first of all, I mean, I think I'm fair when it comes to this sort of stuff.
Okay.
And I think Mizkif even went a little overboard with like how he was saying like I'm guilty, stop pushing for this and whatnot.
Well, to be clear, and this is why I'm kind of hesitant to talk about this, like, and I don't know this for a fact because I don't talk to him, but like, it felt like that tweet was more him trying to get heat off of them, because what he doesn't want is, just so you guys know right now, I know a lot of you like real riled up and you're ready to go shit on this girl's like Instagram and Twitter and everything.
Went over this.
If you, I know, I listened to you do it, but just to reiterate, if you do that shit, like Mizkif or Esfand could just get permabanned. Like as a result of you guys doing that.
It's literally exactly what the other side, or however you want to phrase that, it's what the legal team or whatever, they want that. Because like, yes.
Well, I wouldn't go as far as to say they want that, but like if that does happen, like you're gonna get them banned.
Yeah, I'm saying like that is like, it's an easy ticket, an easy key to just dismantle all the bullshit going on. Because like it's an easy, petty, cheap ticket to say, yo, this is. Does that make sense? Do you see where I'm going with that?
Yeah, no, 100%. And it also makes them look guilty, even though they are not guilty from my perspective. I watched that video the first time when people were like clipping it out and sending it to me. And I saw how like uncomfortable Mizkif looked. And I was shocked. I was honestly shocked that like at the turn of events and how like this turned on him. I didn't even hear the joke that they referenced to ban him originally. But then I watched it again and it's so obvious as a fucking joke. And given the fact that it was already a sexual back and forth joking, I'm shocked that that's like, I don't know. I don't know how this like became a larger issue at all. It is honestly crazy. I guess Twitch does not want to like touch this issue at all, or maybe they thought that like Mizkif already was like in hot water for other stuff, and then they like used it.
It's pretty disappointing, I think. Yeah.
But yeah, this is like really like one of the tamest fucking bands I've ever seen.
Yeah. Wait, tame in what way? What do you mean?
I mean, not tame as far as sorry. I meant like a ban for one of the tamest things I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's definitely
like a ridiculous ban.
Yeah, it is definitely. I mean, honestly, yeah, I think, yeah, it's a squadW as it gets, in my opinion. That's just it's not fair at all. It's just there's no consistency in it, in my opinion. I mean, like if one side gets, you know, if like I mean, I've already said this 100 times. I just I don't know, dude. Like there just needs to be some sort of oversight. I mean, I don't know how many more times stuff like this is going to happen. Until...
I just wish this is like the one wish I have, but it'll never fucking happen. I just wish that Twitch was like a little bit more transparent in what they do, so that we could understand like why was he banned for this or something, you know?
Yeah, I actually completely agree with that. And I would like them to be transparent if they did any defending of their own, if their legal team stepped in and said, listen, like, if you're going to go with, if you're going to play dirty with us, we're going to play dirty back. Like, and I shouldn't
think it has to be that dramatic.
I shouldn't say play dirty, but I just mean, like, if you're going to come at us with this, and we're going to come at you back with this, like, because clearly before the comment was made, any lawyer will tell you, like, I don't know what the law is in Germany. That's the problem. Was that in Germany or in America?
No, that was PAX East.
That's PAX East.
Oh, then yeah, like in America, that's one. I mean, if you fucking spit on somebody, that's considered assault. Let alone touching heads and getting in their face. Like, I don't know, dude.
Well, I don't think this had anything to do with like legal stuff. Like, people keep bringing up like the legal team meme, but I don't think Twitch thought they were gonna get like sued or some shit. I mean, I could be wrong on that, but I'd be pretty surprised if that was like a legitimate thing on the table that they were worried about.
Why would Esfand get banned in this situation for being a cameraman?
I think it was on his channel, wasn't it?
I feel like if I had a Twitch person here, I feel like what that Twitch person would say is the reason why they banned the streamers was because they felt like the conduct they were exhibiting and the way that the chat was behaving afterwards and the way that they felt that they were encouraging it is the reason why they got banned. That's what it would feel like to me.
Yeah.
But so that's probably why Esfand got banned, because it was on his channel. That you might guess.
I did read Mizkif's new tweet, and it said something about chat was going in really, really hard with inappropriate comments, which is another thing that you were saying, and I was also saying before that. Like, you cannot.
Yeah, but it's an IRL stream. No, you can have control over your chat. I tell my chat to shut the fuck up all the time. But especially when it's an IRL stream and you don't even have the camera on your side, like you have no idea what the fuck the chat's saying. It's virtually impossible to control in that instance. It's also really terrible that it happened to Mizkif right now, a month after the event transpired, right as he was like blowing the fuck up, consistently hitting 10K, 7K, 5K on average. Like, I was watching his streams, he's fucking killing it too. I mean, I'm sure it won't impact him that much.
It will, because this happened to me every time I would get banned. Yeah, it fucks your momentum up really hard. It feels real bad.
It fucks the momentum up, but I'm telling you, trust me, in a situation like okay, so here's what fucks the momentum up. Okay, here's why I don't think he'll be affected. Okay, here's why I think, if anything, it'll be shit. I don't want to say this out loud for Twitch to hear, but you know what? I won't say that part. But I know that I don't think he'll fuck it up only because of this. Okay.
Well, I'm not. It fucks it up, but like he's not like doomed. It's not like he's going to be like a dead stream or something. I'm just saying like it hurts your momentum a lot.
Well, no, what I'm saying is,
I had like a big comeback stream. It was only 2 days, but even then, it's like after that, the peters out.
But the difference here is if Mizkif would have got banned, because of his current style of content, then it would have pushed his momentum back. Because when he came back, he'd have to be extremely caged, and he couldn't do his content he's used to doing. He was banned for something that is outside of his content. It's something that doesn't happen very often. He doesn't do this. He doesn't act in this kind of way. He's on his PC. So when he comes back, he can still continue to do exactly what he already does, and it won't affect it that way. Like,
yeah, you're right. When I got banned for gore, like I'm still fucking triggered every time I look at like documentaries and shit on stream, and I'm worried that it's gonna like
right.
It does impact what I'm doing for sure.
Yeah. So that's the difference, right? If he got banned because of his normal stream for some of those reasons that live stream field thought in the first place, then yeah, it would impact him negatively. But realistically, in my opinion, I think if anything, this will be it'll be another double up, in my opinion, because especially when it's something over this, it's gonna just rally up the goddamn it's an unfair ban. You know, when it's an unfair ban, I don't think it'll impact us as heavily, especially in our types of communities. And all of us share we all share a community, right? Our boys get hard to this type of shit. You know what I'm saying? So, in my opinion, I don't think, when I say they'll get hard to this type of shit, I'm saying the type of shit like rallying and being behind the streamer and being supportive toward them. That's what I'm talking about. Not getting hard to the ban. I don't want that to be misconstrued. Okay, but yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, is this? Give me one sec. I think xQc wants to join.
Oh,
no, he said if chat sees this Vivon Zulo. Okay, dude. Okay, dude. There you go, boys. There you go. Just look at my stream, dude. He put in 2 Zulols and he said if chat sees this Vivon. Okay, buddy.
Good take.
Is he streaming right now? I'll see if he wants to come in and give us his insight on this.
That xQc insight.
Yo,
what up, bro?
what's up, boys?
What up, brother?
Vivon, boys.
Yo, that was good, dude. I was not expecting that.
I bet not.
Yeah, so how do you feel about this whole thing? X?
Well, I spoke with like the whole secret Discord for a little bit of time about some of the optics and the way it was like handled. Like, I mean, I think the whole thing is like dog shit. Obviously, like it's just kind of like bad for everybody. Like, I don't know why like Twitch. I don't know like what's like forcing their hand, right?
Was like what?
I don't know like what's forcing Twitch's hand to make a ban like that.
Yeah, I don't know.
There wasn't really like a community outcry or a lot of social outcry. There really like wasn't like a lot of shockwave or noise happening.
Yeah, are you familiar with
pressure? Right, like I guess
Well,
it has to be outsized pressure to some respect.
have you heard? I know you have, Hasan. Have you guys heard of the Streisand effect?
Yeah. The more you try to add something, the more
Yeah, like this. I don't think anybody like fucking knew anything about this, and now all of a sudden, like everyone is gonna know about this. So it's really weird that they. It seems like they were kind of fuck themselves by making it such a big deal.
Which is why I think like maybe legal pressure legitimately did happen. I don't know.
No fucking way. I can't believe that. There's no way that there's anything legal you could ever do here.
Actually, fuck. I don't know if here. I'm gonna mute stream real quick. Actually, I guess everyone's streaming. Never mind. Fuck. Because fuck. Fuck. I want to say something because I actually disagree with that. Like, fuck. I don't want to really reveal too much.
Just reveal it. There's no way that like Twitch is like scared of getting sued by some rando fuck on Twitter.
Okay, so here's the thing. I'll be as discreet as I can about it.
Oh yeah,
fuck, I can't because it's gonna no, it's
just do it.
It's some fucking squadW like alinity shit like
no, it's not. It's not. It's about the legal thing. It's about the legal thing. Like how you said you don't think legal got involved or there's nothing for legal to be scared about, but like I can tell you that that's not true because I've seen them get scared over much less than that.
Okay. Well, in any case, what I was my only input about this is that we talked about it earlier. I think some people were like on my side about it. I feel like Esfand's response was way too like hasted. I feel like
aggressive.
Yeah, my take on this is, and I know it sounds really bad, and people are gonna like maybe hate me for this, but since like I was almost in like the same spot, I did the same mistake where like the timing is just kind of bad because even though he's right, you can't like, yeah, it's a bad situation and it's unfair and it's dog shit, and he has the right of course to call it out, and it is trash, right? I think he should have waited.
That, by the way, he completely said like, "Oh, it's my fault." I think what he's doing is like actually.
No, he didn't.
No, but he revealed a little bit about who did it, and some of the wording is like, puts her a little bit out there and shit like that. And reveals a lot. Right?
I can't even believe that xQc saying this, but he's 100% right. He shirked the responsibility. He was kind of like, well, we thought everything was fine. We didn't. Like, one of the worst things you want to do when you're getting disciplined is to be like, oh, well, I thought it was fine. I didn't think it was a big deal, but this is what happened, right? It plays really badly.
Yeah, so that's what I learned the hard way now.
No, but I'm talking about in regards to what Esfand said. Like when he said it's not just what I'm talking about, Mizkif's post when he said it's not just what Esfand said. There was additional things that happened. The chat behavior was completely out of line.
Well, Mizkif's post was like damage control from Esfand's. I think.
Yes.
Okay. True. Yeah. I was talking about what Mizkif said.
Oh no, of course not. I'm talking about Esfand. Wait, hold up. I just did my headphones. Yeah. So the wording makes him like trying to like win a little bit. And in that case, if you want to have that sense, I think that sense is good. It's not a bad sense, but I think you would have to wait until everything is like set in stone, and like the damage done with Twitch and stuff like that, and all the talks are over, and everything is like set, right? Because now at this point, this sort of talk, even though fuck, why am I disconnected? Fuck,
you're not. We hear you.
No, you're not.
Okay, I'm not. Yeah. Okay. I feel like it gives a lot of fuel to a lot of people to go hardcore on them, and then gives ammo to the opposing people, right? I feel like it gives them more like that's my thoughts. It gives them more.
I know exactly what you're saying. And okay, so I'm 50-50 on it, okay? The first 50 of me agrees with Esfand, and the other 50 has learned from my own mistake during my bans, and I know what you're saying is right. Like, even though they're in the right, they should be like kind of setting this tone, setting the message, saying, yo, this is what happened, what the fuck? Like, they're in the right to do that. They feel that way. It's bullshit, right? Like, I know that instinctually that's what I want to do. It's what I wanted to do, and I was stopped every time, right? Like, so what you're saying is completely right. But on the other hand, for the other 50, I don't know if, I mean, I know it's what everyone wants, right? But like, these kind of things, I mean, I don't know why I don't know why everyone wants it silenced. Like, I don't know why these businesses want it silenced, and people, the person wants to come out with it, because like, these things.
Wait, what do you mean? It's bad for business. Like,
yeah, it's bad for business.
Controversy is bad for business.
I get that, but then they should have handled it better on their end, instead of trying to put it under the rug, ban the streamer secretly, not tell anyone why this ban went through. The streamer is sitting like, what the fuck? He wants to tell his community that, one, he's taking a hit to. Two, there is possible outlash in the future of any articles written, and he has to just stay there silently, take the L that he doesn't even deserve to take, all because of some sort of business politics. Like, so that's the 50% that I can see where Esfand's coming from, right? But the other 50%, I know what you're saying is right, because I've learned it myself. I've been talked to because of I wanted to come out and do what they did, but I didn't, right? So like, I know the other 50%, like what you're saying, I know it's right. I know it's right on paper, but I don't know. It just sucks.
It's why I think Disney, I mean, no offense, it's why I think Disney is wrong. We're like, a lot of the way if companies have been dealing with things, like they just sort of, I mean, Twitch doesn't punish people based on how much.
Wait, I'm wrong about what? Wait, what did you say?
Okay, just let me finish. You'll know exactly what I'm coming from. Okay. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that companies don't like Twitch or other ones. They don't really punish based on what infraction was done. They punish more about what is the community outcry and what is the reaction to it, right? If there's like people that say, hey, this guy did this on stream, like it's really bad, now they'll act. But if nobody calls them out, people will go unbanned for months. Like nobody gives a fuck. Right?
There wasn't like a community outcry about this at all. I don't think anybody
exactly. Which brings our next point.
It means there has to be outsized pressure, is what I
exactly. What other kind of pressure would make Twitch do this then if there's no outside pressure?
Especially because it was after a month after the events happened, and when you look at the events, which are all on camera, we all agree that it's like kind of suspicious because the other party seems also culpable, right?
Yep.
Like, I mean, there, at least from my perspective, it seemed like it was a back and forth, and Mizkif looked uncomfortable throughout the process. I don't know if he was memeing or not, but that's what it looked like to me. So I'm shocked.
In any case, if you're gonna make a statement before like all the punishments are handed down and before all the talks are over, dude, like you have to either. My take is that you don't make a statement and you wait a little bit. If you're gonna lash out and go crazy, go after. Otherwise, you sort of like have to like take the hell. Like really, like I don't know.
Esfand fucked up.
Yeah, that's my take on this one.
Yeah.
Damn, really?
Esfand was not supposed to say anything.
Oh, that's probably true. Yeah.
I hate to say it, and I know people are gonna be mad about me saying it because I want to be on their side and shit like that, and they're obviously like they're the victims here. I think. My opinion.
Yeah, it's so what you guys are saying. It's true, but it's not right. Do you understand?
Dude, how is he supposed to communicate with his fan base as to what happened?
What you're saying is true. It's true, but it's not right. Like true and false are different than right and wrong. Like, and that's the problem. Like, so like what they're asking them to do is basically take the hit, take the L, take everything that comes with it that's shitty, and shut the fuck up. Don't let them know that, hey, this is a big issue on our ends that we fucked up. Like, we want you to take the L, take responsibility for it. We want you to let the whole world know when the articles are written that you are guilty of this, and you can't say a fucking word. And if you do, like, that's not right. It's not fair or right.
Well, people didn't know where it came from anyway. So I think that there was a place for them to maybe wait because it wasn't public. It was like nobody knew like what made them get banned, right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but like at some levels, I feel like you kind of have to go public because like everybody's gonna start speculating. It gets real cancerous if you don't.
It's probably worse.
You're right.
It's probably worse if you let your fan base fucking speculate on this, as we've seen. If you don't control your fan base, like it could get completely out of hand. Mm-hmm. So sure, maybe Esfand in the way that he defended the situation may have gone a little bit overboard, but even then, I don't know because like. When I read it, it seemed like an analysis of what the situation, like how the situation came about. So I'm shocked that I'm the one who like is actually kind of sympathetic to his position in this instance, because like I feel like we as content creators at least owe it to our fan base to tell them like what the fuck's going on, and at least give them our side of the situation.
Well,
I don't know.
Dude, in that case, if you're gonna word like that, I'm on your side. You're 100% right. I just think it was too precise in the way he worded it, and it was too like it's this instance, this that. Like I feel like there was a lot of room for third parties like the Reddits, the Twitters, and all the people that are all of his followers to get mad about the situation and want to like fight back for him, and rightfully so, of course. But I feel like being too precise and like make everybody feel and know that it's that person or whatever kind of puts them in a tough spot in with like how what's next is gonna come, like all the fucking like the punishments and the talks with Twitch and stuff like that. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I understand you.
Yeah, I just, man.
So something happened like a month ago, and I did poorly, and because of that, like like you know.
Dude, I can't emphasize this enough, dude. And I know it's, you know, the bigger streamers on the platform, even though like I need them or we need them, you know, they're in a comfortable position, so you know it's not gonna matter. But we need, like, there needs to be a unionization. Like, I'm telling you, bro, you're laughing, but you're like,
no, I agree with you. It'll just never happen. But I agree with you 100%.
Whoa, dude,
there needs to be more protection.
I don't know, like,
there needs to be more protection.
Maybe xQc, maybe xQc doesn't. I don't know. Like, as somebody with a lot of history in the scene, dude, I've known so many different like people in esports and everything that have always talked about streaming unions and shit, and they never happen. Like, it's just so complicated, and nobody like, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like the space was so small before.
So, well, yeah, but like even in the esports scene, like people talk about unions and shit, and it just never, just for whatever fucking reason, it just never happens. Yeah.
And back in the Rush League,
it could happen. Let's not say that it could never happen. I think it could absolutely happen, and maybe it would reshift the power balance from the current authoritarian way it is to actually even implement modest change, like allowing us to have a more transparent process in regards to bans. I think that asking for transparency in regards to bans is not like a unreasonable request.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
agreed.
I agree too.
But I feel like it make like with how big Twitch is, like now with like Amazon and stuff, I feel like them taking a stance, like it puts them in such a like a I mean, obviously from a business perspective, it can backlash so hard. But you're right, like with transparency.
Yeah, imagine if Miz said, "Hey guys, this is what I got suspended for," and showed the clip. Then it would just be like a war, right?
A war?
Like his fans would just go crazy.
Yep. Yeah. Which is why
So
Esfand probably shouldn't have said anything like that.
Yeah. It's
exactly.
That's my whole point. Like that's what I'm trying to come across the whole time.
My opinion is I would have wait. Like, yeah, it sucks to not say anything, but I think, dude, she made she made him lose like thousands of dollars a week of streaming, right?
More than that at his size, but yeah.
I mean, also he's probably. I mean, okay,
you
obviously
can do this. You can counter this, right?
You can what?
Could you counter this? Like,
no, don't even say that.
No.
Wait,
your microphone's also really low. But when you mean counter this, you make it sound like you should go after.
He's talking about going after Twitch.
Yeah, no, not Twitch. No.
After her?
Or going after her?
Yes.
Yeah, that's real.
No. You take it out.
Deplatform him. Deplatform him.
Yeah, you take
Get him out of here.
That's too much. That's when squadW goes too far.
No, I'm not. It's not even a squadW. It's what?
No,
just
what do you go ahead? What's your point, Poke? What are you getting at? What should he do?
Just re-explain.
Because I believe the proof like is in the clips, like the evidence. Like he was as uncomfortable as like he looked like he got fucking harassed, sexually harassed. You know?
Yeah.
Well, we just. I think the big part missing there was that we don't know like who she came with and what the argument they had and what kind of like leverage or what kind of like I don't know like what material they were working with and what were like the, you know, like how they were. She was pressing Twitch or talking with them. Like it's such a big piece that we're missing. It's kind of hard to make guesses on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just don't get. I mean, what I don't understand is how are we here? Like, how is it still okay to like I understand it in World of Warcraft. In World of Warcraft, the contract says we can ban you for any reason we want and don't have to specify. We can just permaban you. How is that a contract for an actual like for this? Like that's in the contract. We have the right to ban you for whatever we want for any reason or no reason at all. Like, how is that a thing? Like, how is that?
Because it's still their website. It's still Twitch, not fucking.
Yeah, but aren't we all together as one bringing in all of the income for the site? I mean, the site doesn't have any income without that, right? That's why there needs to be a right?
Well,
no, Train is 100% correct. Without
that's why we need the bigger streamers, right?
Terminology, but without streamers, yes, the website would be barren. But unfortunately, because we are constantly operating under the fear that more streamers will come in and take our place when we're gone, and provide that content.
That's right.
That's part of the reason why most people are afraid of ever actually fighting back against the current way that power is laid out.
That's capitalism. Squad C, baby.
Yeah, exactly. And it's why unions will never be a thing. Like,
no, you can have unions under capitalism as well. It just goes against the natural capitalist order. It goes against the natural power structure under capitalism.
I agree. I'm saying it's why people won't band together to make a union. It's why not all the big channels say, yeah, dude, like fuck Twitch, dude. Like we want a union and put their feet on the floor because everybody's looking out for themselves. Like that's just how it is. Dude, and you watch like we were like 100 whatever players, dude, and everybody we all got our contract at the same time, and people were like, hey, dude, we should make a union. Like we should think about this. And we were like, yeah, nah, dude. Like, I'm making like 100K, dude. Fuck you guys.
Yeah, no. Well, here's the problem on top of that. Like, I'm going to drop this on you right now. Here's the problem on top of that. When you get 30 dayed or 7 dayed or whatever the fuck dayed you get, okay, and there's no oversight, there's no protection, there's no transparency. On top of that, in the new contracts, you also are forbidden to take your content elsewhere, to any platform, to any live stream service. So not only are they
not an employee, by the way.
Not only are they controlling you while you're streaming, but even when you're banned, even when they take away your income, take away your goddamn platform, they still forbid you during the ban period to go on YouTube, to go on a different site. That is an abuse of power, and it's disgusting. It's disgusting.
Also, what if you fucking live with people that are also?
Oh, dude, streamers have already had that.
They're forcing you to not appear around your fucking friends.
Yeah,
I've always thought that it's really weird that like you can't even be on other people's because ban evasion. Like I totally get it.
No, they went over this already. They sort of mellowed that a little bit. Basically, all you have to make sure is that the people around in your house have to not be the center of attention of your stream. But he can like if he's in the back like cooking a lasagna, dude, like whatever, man.
Okay, but you understand that we spend 6 to 8 hours every single day in front of the camera. If this is the only time that you communicate with people that are around you, people that are your friends, you're eliminating a significant portion of your social time from these people's lives, basically. You know what I mean?
I think
It's basically like a fucking serfdom where like we kind of have ownership over our own content to some respects, to some degree. I mean, it's literally feudalism. Like they own the land, and we have to give them a portion of our earnings. We have still some form of control, and things could be worse. I mean, they could be forcing us as like full-time employees to do Twitch streams, which I assume will be the next iteration of Twitch a couple years down the line. But before that ever happens...
Oh, actually...
What?
Hold on.
What were you going to say? What happened? Are you...
What happened?
Wait, don't... your thing might come up as like on the Discords when you're writing something, Destiny, just for the record.
Well, never mind. Forget any of that. Okay, keep going.
Well, not for me. I have it covered.
I have it covered too. I just want to make sure because
never mind. I just got way too paranoid. Never mind. Keep going.
Anyway...
You can say it to me, dude. My DMs are always open. You can send me the bad words.
Okay, I will later.
But, yeah, I mean, it's really frustrating. And the helpless way that we feel right now is how a lot of people feel. Not to like make this a larger analogy about capitalism or whatever, but seriously, I mean, this is the inappropriate power dynamic of people who just came before us and laid the groundwork, and therefore they have a lot of control over what you do and your livelihood, and they can take it away.
Yeah. Well,
I feel like anything we do, they'll just be like, fuck it, fuck off, go to Mixer. I don't know, dude.
No,
Go to Mixer
no,
wall, you
no,
mean.
no way. If that was the case, that the contract wouldn't be this way. I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, okay, this I don't want to sound too negative, but how much of your audience do you think will just immediately spread out and still remain on Twitch if you got banned overnight? Train. How much of your audience thinks?
If me,
yeah, let's say you get banned, you disappear entirely.
Yo, what up?
Wait, how much your audience would what?
How much? What's the percentage of your audience that will spread out on Twitch and remain on Twitch and still be around Twitch?
yeah, that's the problem we're facing. The problem we're facing.
99.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, most of them
Yeah,
are,
all of them. That's exactly right. Like everything, all the diehard. Exactly. Yeah, what you're saying is yes, all of them. 99.9% would definitely just say, okay, well, you know what? That's the problem. See, here's the main problem with livestream fail and with Twitch. Okay, the problem is when we want to make a change or start a movement toward a change, no one actually has the heart or understands what it takes to do this. A livestream fail post goes up, and after 3 days of Twitch or anyone ignoring it, it dies down. They stop. You understand? Like, this isn't enough. And this goes to the viewers. It goes to platforms. Like, it needs to go. Like, people need to get together and say, "Yo, we don't like this," and they need to stay on it and keep it at the top.
Yeah.
So the bigger companies cannot ignore it. This is what happens. Real quick. This is what happens when your favorite streamers, when someone else accuses your favorite streamers or something happens, that shit stays at the top. That's why Twitch has to deal with it, because they cannot hide from it. So if you do this, I mean, it needs to stay there so it can't be ignored. Like movements.
One of the saddest things that I've kind of like understand to be true that would be really sad is I know that like if one of us, or I think about this for myself, like if I got permabanned off of Twitch for some real dumb shit, I think people would go crazy about it for like 1, maybe 2 weeks tops, and then everybody would forget. People would just carry
That's
on.
how I actually felt too about the
Yeah.
DMCA. 1 day for me.
Yeah. and I know it'd be even for like the larger streamers, I know that it would be like probably like for a really large streamer maybe like 2 weeks.
Look,
Then after that people would pretty much
I think
It's
at the
scary,
very
dude.
least, the thing that we can agree on right now is that the way that the punishments are doled out is a little too authoritarian, and it's too immediate. Like if they don't suspend you, I mean, the suspension is ridiculous. I mean, they don't give you a warning, and they just like completely take away, for many people, including Mizkif, like their entire earnings. This is the way Mizkif makes money, right?
and prevent them from earning on other platforms.
Yeah, and
But
prevent them
also,
from earning on other
momentum-
platforms, which is an even more ridiculous situation. It's like, oh, you get banned off of Uber for some reason, and then you can't go to Lyft. Like, what the fuck is a person supposed to do?
So
if they have
everybody's
a
in
family?
agreement. This shit was bullshit, right?
Yes.
Yeah. What do you? Yeah.
Yeah, we all.
Okay, all right, yeah.
It's complete.
I personally think biggest thing is
I just
momentum
came in.
loss.
X, go ahead.
Momentum loss is fucking huge. Like, you can't stress this enough. Like, not streaming for a week like kills like all your like momentary fucking traction and shit. Like, because people don't really think about this that much, but even though every day you, I mean, we're all like streamers here, right? Like, it's just like we just stream and we just do it, and that's about it. And for other people, like, it sounds kind of cliche, but they go to work and they sort of look forward to just, it's kind of like sets like their normality or their routine. Just go to work or go to school and just turn on the stream and just have it in the background or just look at it, right? And not being there for an entire week, like, it's kind of crazy for them and for you. Like, it's kind of like a pretty insane that you're not gonna be there for an entire week, and when you come back, like, it kind of like fucks up the whole momentum and routine on both sides.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. It's also, I mean, after this, I'm going to hear Asmon's take on this whole thing. But realistically, the only momentum, like earlier I was arguing why it's not going to affect him much. The only thing it will affect that I can stand by is what happens is when you do something and you're in a routine, like for example, my Reddit recap, right? I do it every day. It seems fine to do it every day and to do it. I mean, I'm in the mode. It's not old or boring for me. But every time I've been banned, when I've done a different thing and I got banned, so like during that 5-day ban period, I was doing something different. During my 30-day ban before it, I was doing something different with Poke. When these bans happened, it gets you out of the rhythm. And when you think about coming back and doing what you did before the ban, it doesn't flow anymore. It doesn't. It's this weird thing that happens. You like step back and you look at it and you just physically can't produce the same. So you're forced to move on to a new. So that's the only thing I can stand by is fucked up. And that's why.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
It drastically alters the way you create content. You're constantly fucking fearful that like, oh shit, will this get me banned? Will this get me banned? It alters.
Well, and even more so than that, it just kills your rhythm. Like it just like it kills your momentum. Like it's super shit.
I think that bans are usually like, if they, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Almost everyone who's gotten banned usually comes back better off because of it. I remember whenever I got, I mean, not everybody, but I can come up with examples of that happening. Like for me, for example, whenever I got suspended for a day, I come back, dude, my viewer count was like double. And that totally helped me out. And I think that there's tons of other people that's going to be the same for. Like, you know, it's a fact that Mizkif is going to come back, that Esfand is going to come back. They're going to get a ton of viewers. Most people in the community agree with them. Most people see this as bullshit. So I would say this is an overall positive for them, even though it's a short-term negative.
I think that people.
That's what I said to Miz first. Too.
I mean, look, regardless of what's happening in the aftermath of the ban, I think what a lot of people feel a sense of discomfort over is the fact that, you know, these things can come out of the fucking shadows, basically, and you have no say over it. And the rebuttal process is also terrible too. Like as someone who's gone through it, I think we've all been banned at some point. We all know what it's like, where you're like, you don't know, you have no idea if they're gonna take it into consideration or what they're going to do after you're or if they're going to even shorten your sentencing or whatever. This process would never exist anywhere else. In no other labor contract would this process ever fucking exist. Would anyone ever think that this is acceptable? You don't think that this is acceptable when it comes to our judicial system? You wouldn't think that this is acceptable even in the current way that people understand labor in America. It just seems so crazy that we can't even appeal, and there isn't a transparent process. The rules seem arbitrary. The way they enact the rules is totally up to the person, and it's shocking to me that we can't even tell Twitch, like, hey, can we please at least get a little bit more control over this process so we don't have to fucking constantly live under the fear and actually make the content suffer because of it?
At the very least, there needs to be some sort of oversight over what gets the person. Like, there needs to be a fight, man. Like, I don't like this. That if you just I don't like that.
Be careful with the word fight.
No, I meant fighting for the ban.
It's for money.
I know.
It's all about money. Let's just get it out of the way. It's all about money. The reason why they just cut people loose without even a second guess, the reason why they just do all of these other things and they don't care, it's for money. They want to make sure that they can keep advertisers in there. They want to make sure they can keep people watching those fucking ads. It's not about anything else. It's only about money, and that's the only thing that matters to them. Yeah, and the fact is it's not going to change. It will never change. And there's not another platform.
Then we need to make a union.
There's not another platform that can even compete with Twitch, because Twitch has the backing of Amazon and Amazon Prime. Now, I don't know how about you guys, but most people's Twitch Prime subs are probably half of their sub count. Who is going to take a 50% sub count, a 50% revenue cut, without also having the ads, without having the other things that Twitch adds, to go to a different website just so they can say something that's slightly more racist than what they can say on Twitch? It's not going to happen. And that's the sad and cold reality of it. And yes, Hasan, I agree with you. Streamers should try to seize the means of production. But I don't know how the fuck that's. Of course it is.
I'm simply talking about my frustrations with something that I've experienced.
But what's the resolution to it, though?
The resolution is, unfortunately, actually getting together, if not to form a union, but getting together and trying to get some answers out of Twitch staff and people at higher levels at Twitch. And currently, the way it stands, they have all of the power. And the question I would pose to you is this.
Yeah.
What if tomorrow they decide to renegotiate your contract and say, hey, you know what, Asmon? We're actually going to no longer do the contract that you currently have. We're going to take 50%. We're going to take 60%. We're going to take 70%.
Well, here's the problem.
This is something that they absolutely
Well, here's the problem. Acting stupid and watching YouTube videos in front of an audience. There's only so many people that are going to pay me to do that. And right now, it's just Twitch. So if they did that, I'd have to fucking deal with it, because there's nowhere else that I can go.
Wait, really? You wouldn't try to wait. I don't understand. You wouldn't try to.
I'd probably just
ask
you're not gonna
like a fair shake at least.
Well,
No,
I
of
mean,
course not.
because they
Dude,
have all the bargaining power. I have
No.
no negotiation power.
Yeah, I know.
Hey,
Well,
hey,
that's
Hasan.
not true. You do have bargaining power.
No, Hasan.
We as a collective have bargaining power because we are still like without if Train and every single
Jump in
person
here.
on this platform tomorrow decided not to
Jump in
stream.
here.
I'm not saying that it would happen, but if every single person decided not to stream tomorrow, the platform would make no money.
I don't agree with you.
Yo, Hasan.
xQc, go ahead. xQc and then Asmongold.
I gotta go do some IRL stuff. Something just came up. I love you guys.
All right, bye.
This
Say,
shit's
like-
bullshit.
Like, what are you
Free
gonna say?
Mizzy,
Like,
free Esfand. See you guys.
hey, Twitch, dude, if you don't, then I'm gonna fight back. Otherwise, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go to YouTube and go watch YouTube videos on my YouTube live stream. Like, dude, I don't know. Like, it's just kind of like we don't have a lot of leverage that much these days.
In order to negotiate, you have to have bargaining power.
Yeah.
I don't think.
I
that we
mean, I
have
think
any
that you
bargaining
guys
power.
underwrite like your. I mean, technically we are influencers, right? That's like our technical title. Like
Oh,
we do
yeah.
have a value. It seems like
Unfortunately.
like the idea that like oh well, all we do is watch videos. I mean, that might be true, but people pay a lot of fucking money for you to watch those videos. I mean, if you
Yeah, and
I know.
Twitch just by virtue of creating this platform takes a pretty sizable percentage of that for a lot of streamers, both on the CPMs that they sell your ads for before you watch the streams, which they have full control over, and also even through your subscriptions. I mean, so yeah, we are actually generating a fuckload of money for Amazon and for Twitch in general.
We used to have a better.
I understand why I understand why there is
Push
this
them.
fear, though. I totally think that fear is valid.
Here's
get
what I think would happen is like if streamers like hypothetically organized a strike, is that all of the viewers would probably just go watch whoever isn't on strike. Like so, let's say
scabs,
Yeah.
people who break the picket line.
you would have to get every streamer, every big streamer. Would
and
have
there's
to
no
get
way
in on
they can
this.
do that because like
Fuck you guys.
the amount of like gain that you would have on that day. Think about all the people. Here's a smaller example, a metaphor for it. Is that think about the people that stay home on TwitchCon because they want to stream at TwitchCon because they'll get more
Careful,
viewers.
Trainwreckstv is here. You know
Yeah.
that.
Oh,
No,
shit.
dude, I stayed home because of my health stuff, dude. That's why I stayed home. I just didn't want to release it until later.
Hey, it's okay, dude.
And
I
by the
stayed
way,
home
you
because I
don't
was
need
lazy.
all the streamers. You need all the big streamers, or you need enough to make a sizable dent. You need all the confident streamers who know that if they were to leave the platform would actually suffer, and
I
a
don't think
sizable
so.
amount of that. And then the smaller streamers would have to follow suit regardless.
Well, they wouldn't have to. I mean, you would still find the scabs, right?
Yeah, sure, they could still fucking do scab shit, but
What the
no
hell
one.
is what the hell is a scab?
Scab is like a strike breaker.
Yeah,
Scab
yeah.
is a
They
union
work
term
even whenever
for
those.
people who break strikes and cross the picket line and fuck over exactly what we were talking
the
about.
people, the
They're
workers.
opportunists is what we call them.
The difference, however, the difference in this instance, however, and look, this is like what's the fucking the prisoner's dilemma,
Oh yeah.
basically, where you're afraid
You have
that
more to gain
the
by
other
fucking
party is
over
going to get
someone
all
else.
the gains,
Yeah.
but there is a difference. As Destiny already correctly pointed out, we are content creators, we are influencers, we do have influence over our audience, so it is a little bit different. It's definitely a little bit different in comparison to like most of the people who are in your chat right now who work regular 9-to-5 jobs. They have way less power in comparison, and way more effective methods of squashing any sort of labor momentum that might happen in their respective fields when they're working.
Yeah, this whole prisoner's dilemma, like, oh, I'm gonna gain more if this guy's gone. I think this is such trash on Twitch. Like, dude, like, I can't see myself ever being like generally happy when somebody gets banned or somebody's away because I'm gonna have his spot now. Like, dude, like competition and people being bigger, people being in front of you, it's what drives you to do better, to do more, to wake up.
That's what drives
Not
you to
everybody
do
works
better.
that way, though. Be careful.
Yeah.
No, also, no. Competition can still exist. I don't think anyone's talking about competition right now. There's competition, and there's healthy competition that people might have, and then there's also an inappropriate power dynamic. What we're talking about currently is the fact that this platform essentially owns us. They have all the power. Yes, we could just stop streaming Forehead and do something else, and I totally understand that. But ultimately, we're bringing in a significant amount of revenue right now. to Twitch.
I think Twitch is effectively just buying market share with Twitch Prime.
Yeah, that's so hard, dude. I feel so shit.
Yeah.
Every time I try to like think from a business point of view how good it would be to branch out, like fuck it, dude. I'm just gonna break my
There's
contract
no
and
way,
multi-stream.
dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Twitch Prime is like such a cheating thing. Like it's not fair.
It's so big. Like there's no way. Basically, Twitch is buying a monopoly on live streaming.
Yeah,
Because
it's like an
dude.
impossible barrier. They're being
Yeah.
basically hardcore subsidized by Amazon. Yeah, it's insane.
Dude,
it's actually ridiculous.
I'm literally a 70% Andy. Twitch Prime, no kidding.
I need
yeah.
to start. Yeah, I need to start selling out again.
Well,
Like,
I don't
this
sell
is-
out,
it's
but
insane.
I'm still like a 70% Andy.
Well,
Like
I
when
need
you think
to.
about it, it's crazy. Without Twitch Prime, I'd be fucking nobody.
Yeah, it's insane, dude.
You know what, dude? I think you're right. Yo, guys, if you agree with everything we're saying, Twitch Prime.
Throw your Twitch Prime.
Yeah, if you agree
Hey,
with us.
show us how important it is. Yeah.
True.
Yeah, this is why no such union will exist.
Hey, man,
You got
brother.
one?
Hey, listen. Anyways.
Hi.
Hey.
Yo, what up?
Oh god,
Hey.
it's drama. Look who shows up.
Yeah.
Shut up, Destiny. You're here too. I haven't gotten to hear much of you guys' conversation, but I was curious whether you guys discussed why Mizkif said his like twit longer after Esfand did.
Okay,
I
I
don't understand why he thought he
100%.
was
Watch
so
the
in the
fucking
wrong.
100%. This is what happened. I'll put my
TLDR
life
the
on this.
VOD. Because I actually
100%.
watched that part of the VOD, but I don't know if he said anything else.
This is what happened. Esfand probably tweeted some shit that he probably shouldn't have done. And then Mizkif looked at all the shit brewing and realized, holy shit, if people start going after this girl, it's going to fuck us up hardcore. So Mizkif probably tried to go hardcore damage control. Like, hey guys, listen, we did a lot more bad shit. It wasn't just that. Really don't go after anybody, chill. That's probably why Esfand, did he delete his tweet?
No.
Did he?
As far as I know, he didn't.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah, that's probably why Mizkif came out and was like,
it's
yo.
like
yeah.
Mizkif saying that stuff like about the sucking his dick like that is like all right, probably shouldn't have said that, right? Probably a mistake. I mean, it's not a big deal, but it's not what I would have said.
I guess with the other girl, like already like hardcore,
look,
like
dude,
up the ante on that. shit.
I get you, but it's like it's not entirely. I wouldn't have said that. That's all I'm saying. It's like it might be a little bit too much, but even if I did say that, I wouldn't want to get punished. So I don't know. It seems kind of ridiculous to me.
I mean, why? Like, how are there not like different ways? How are there not different ways of punishing people for minor things like this? That's what I'm saying. And if we don't actually not fight back, but if we don't actually make some demands or at least have a conversation, open a conversation with Twitch, who already have a vested interest in making sure that their content creators are happy, right? To be like, hey, maybe for one day you're not able to get subs or something. I don't know. You can only get donations, or I mean, I guess they wouldn't do that. But like finding alternative punishments at least that don't tremendously burden the content creator is definitely something that we should at least be able to discuss with the platform. Even if we're not starting a union,
too.
which I'm not saying we are or we should or whatever.
Well, it hurts
even if
the
we were
platform,
to,
too.
even if we were to have this conversation, it probably shouldn't be in public if that's the thing that people would do. Not saying that we should, but
I actually think Twitch has a really big problem in the way that they go about bans, which is most people have no visibility on this, but they tend to ban people after they have a lot of smaller infractions, and they're more likely to ban someone if they have a history of that. But then how we see it from an outside perspective is they did one small thing and they get a huge unjustified ban. But from Twitch's perspective, right? And like they really need to go about it in a different way because it just looks bad.
It
on
does.
the end.
Not to like spoiler alert, shit from account managers and shit, but like I was really surprised when Hyphonics got banned. I don't know if this has ever been publicly announced. I think it has, right? But like when I would talk to Twitch about that, I was like, guys, like how did you permaban it for that? They're like, dude, he had like 13 fucking bans on his record. I was like, oh, I didn't know that. That changes things a lot. If I would have known that, it would have changed the way that I view this quite a bit. Yeah.
Well, that's usually the case, right? Is like I don't think Twitch is as bad as people think that it is, but a lot of the things that are going on behind the scenes nobody knows about. So from an outsider's perspective, it just seems like it's complete bullshit.
Yeah.
I know, but having a better understanding of how that those like minor infractions come about would probably give us a better understanding of what not to do and what to do on Twitch. You know what I mean? So that's still a like transparency in all instances is more productive for us. Maybe not great for Twitch's bottom line in the long run or in the short term, but still good for us and therefore good for the content and good for the consumers. And maybe it would yield better long-term results for Twitch as well.
It's more healthy.
Yeah.
But I think it's
living in fear, living in constant fucking fear that you don't know if God is going to strike down on you one day because you said something, or even a month after the fact.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
is terrifying.
Yeah,
Sorry,
no one should have to work under those conditions.
xQc, go ahead.
Oh no, dude, sorry, I'm just playing PUBG. I'm talking to my teammate.
Oh, dude.
No, but on the topic of salon fractions though, like I think it's a really good point. The people make like a bunch of salon fractions, and sometimes like one is like, okay, well, listen, dude, this one was a little bit bigger. Like, let's it's your ban, and it makes you kind of like reel back and sort of like rethink, right? But in this case, I think in this particular, I don't think it applies. Well, like even though Mizkif might do some things that are sort of edgy sometimes, like this is something that looks like a third party. Like it really looks like it. This wasn't like something that Twitch would have done if there wasn't pressure outside. If there wasn't like her doing something.
I think, especially being live streamers, sitting here with a live feed, going to the going to viewer bases, going to viewers, having a live feed where we can't edit anything out. Listen, every single streamer, no matter how good, no matter how holy, no matter how goddamn go to church, pray, fucking eat the bread they put on your tongue and drink the wine of Jesus' blood, whatever the hell, like no matter how much you're into that, on a live stream, on a live broadcast, if you're putting in 6 to 8 hours a day, every day, you are bound. It is inevitable to have a slip up as a human being. You need more protection. You need more protection. You need more transparency.
Everybody, every once in a while, has a heated gamer moment.
Exactly, and it's not.
Yeah,
like, they're holding us to
like
machines.
it's not that big. Like as I said, they're only doing it for the advertisers and the sponsorships. They want to keep those people giving them money. Because they don't give a fuck about the streamers. Like, I mean, of course they care about them, and I think Twitch does care to an extent, but the advertisers and the money takes priority, and that's why they do it. It's all about the money.
Yeah, of course, but giving streamers a little bit more autonomy over their entire lives, especially like, look, I'm not sitting here and saying that like Twitch streaming is difficult in comparison to some of the things that a lot of people in our chats have to do every fucking day. Of course it's not, but we do still sit here in front of the camera for 8 fucking hours every single day, and we put our entire lives in front of thousands of people to watch. So, technically, having a little bit more control over your own life is I guess a very American value, right? It's liberty.
Hell yeah, brother. America.
Look, dude,
America.
I wish I could say whatever the hell I wanted and do whatever the hell I wanted. Like the idea that I don't want to open up Twitter in case some random idiot sends me a picture of a dick and then somehow I get a suspension for this, like it makes me worry, right? And like you have to worry about all these little stupid things happening, and it just seems like there should be a good faith expectation that streamers are trying not to show dicks on the stream. Streamers are trying not to have these things on the stream. And I think generally there is, but sometimes, and I think this also, like this goes back to Twitch, I think they probably should be more vocal in the way that they handle these issues, because I know, like from my personal experience, there have been people that have gotten suspended or banned or whatever, and I actually thought that it was completely fair because of things that had happened, maybe not necessarily behind closed doors, but that not that many people knew about, and it made sense. And I think Twitch probably should be more out in the open and explaining the decisions that they make, and that's going to make everybody in the community, maybe if they don't agree with them, at least they'll know what the hell is going on.
Yeah. I just hate this whole, I mean, the way that Twitch is ran by the money and the sponsors, it's just such a vulnerability. It's such a flaw in the fucking, it's a chip in the wall in the defense. I mean, if you have this knowledge and a streamer makes a mistake, do you understand how much power the business gives a person that isn't involved but can make a big deal, especially in today's day, like there needs to be some sort of oversight. There just has to be. You understand? At this point, I mean, listen, it's gotten worse. This started when 2015. This started where people started outcrying and they start seeing results of people actually getting banned, and it's not getting better. It's not slowing down. It's only getting worse and worse and worse. So at what point do we say, okay, we're giving too much power to people, taking advantage that we're run by sponsors? If this gets out and we don't make a decision, then we're going to lose sponsors. Therefore, we have to listen to this person regardless of what we feel, regardless of what we're watching, regardless of what we think, regardless of what our legal team's thinking. Like, do you understand that power is dangerous? Especially, like, there needs to be more oversight, in my opinion. There needs to be way more oversight. I don't know, dude. I can't stand the time we live in.
Asking for more autonomy over our own futures is not an anti-American value. I think it's a very normal request to have, especially, like I said, when we're doing this for 8 hours every day in front of the camera.
Yeah, I have to ask sometimes. Dude, I'm not like firing shots. Do you sometimes feel like your request or your sort of views on like how things are supposed to be dealt or whatever? Do you think your own requests are sort of, how would I say this nicely?
Like idealistic?
Yeah, idealistic, but also like reasonable. If you
I don't
take
think
into
it's
account the current state of things.
No, not at all. As a matter of fact, if you look at history, and I don't want to get too far into this, but and like bore people, I don't want to be resident sleeper here, but no, throughout time, workers actually had a lot more rights. They had a lot more unions. That's when America was truly great, when we had like actual labor momentum. This can happen again, but unfortunately, we feel like most people feel like they have no power, and it's understandable to feel that way. But we do have the power.
Let's look at a bit of an analogy here. So, who here lives in a place where there is only one ISP? It's probably a lot of people in chat. And you know what the odds are?
There's a caveat: one real ISP.
Right. Okay. One real ISP. And guess what? That one real ISP probably fucking sucks.
And it fucks you
why? Because they don't have any competition. You're gonna buy that internet and you're gonna hate it, but that check is gonna be in the mail every fucking month because you've got to get it. And that's exactly the same as Twitch. They have such a massive monopoly, and monopolies are they're like antithetical to innovation and having workers' rights and any sort of positive momentum and control over like what's happening. That's what's happening. And Twitch has a complete monopoly. Nobody can compete with Twitch right now for live streaming. And until Twitch has a competitor, we're not going to see any changes. That's what I think is going to happen.
No, Twitch already has a competitor.
YouTube's decent, honestly.
Yeah, if they didn't have a competitor, they wouldn't force you into exclusive
There's
content.
no Twitch chat. That's honestly the biggest difference.
Yeah, for sure. No, Twitch actually offers a very unique experience, and I'll be honest, they've treated me very well since I started, and I really appreciate them for that. But if we're keeping it 100, if they didn't think they had any competition, they wouldn't actually be forcing people into exclusive contracts where they can't go and fucking stream somewhere else when they get banned.
That's true.
Why even open the window for competition whenever you can close it before it's even open?
True, Lord.
Like, I mean, there's no reason.
No, I'm saying that they are obviously threatened, and they know, and just like Amazon trying to buy out market shares by implementing Twitch Prime subscriptions and basically paying off content creators that way. That's precisely what they're trying to do because they understand that there is competition.
Yeah, and they're buying a monopoly, and the problem is that the price is right. The price is right for the monopoly.
The price and the conditions seem right now. I'm saying that, but the power dynamic is never going to change. And
but
with
people
the power
don't care.
dynamic never changing, especially in the early stages, one day you don't want to look back at it, just like Train is talking about. When before the TOS days, when Twitch truly was great. And I don't know, I wasn't there for that. But I'm saying, like, before that power dynamic is solidified further, you could take action.
The problem
when there is currently competition.
There will never be a change unless there's a genuine competitor to Twitch.
Here's
nothing
the issue.
Right now. Go ahead.
here's the issue, okay? And I actually made this comment on Pokimane's thread the other day about making a joke in 2019. No one is willing to learn from the past mistakes of others or the past experience of others and make a change before it happens to them. Everyone acts in their best interest when it's not happening to them. They only care when it does happen to them. Do you understand? This is a big issue. If you're sitting here saying, well, it pays well, it's good enough, but hey, in a year, if you fuck up in your permaband, you're going to regret saying, oh, well, it was, I wasn't in trouble at the time. We need to assume that at one point, we will be in the shoes of someone else that was permabanned and off the site, and that this will not be here forever. And with that knowledge, we need to make a change now so that never happens to us or anyone else, because it is a serious issue, and it's a terrible thing to, take it off the table because we're saying, oh, well, you know what, we're being paid well. It hasn't happened to us yet. It's not important. It is possible, and it is inevitable, in my opinion, that at one time something happens. You don't know. You can't possibly predict who you're going to be next year or what you're going to go through on one day that you stream. You don't know. And if one day you say the wrong stuff and it comes up as hateful speech, that's your 30. Happens again, you're off. You're gone. Something needs to happen before these instances. Do you understand? We cannot take it.
That's just.
I mean, that's very idealistic, but I don't think it's realistic.
That's just kind of like how.
Well, first you have to believe, and not just.
How is it idealistic? How is it idealistic when we?
How is it idealistic?
How is it idealistic when we see it happen every day?
Because you have no negotiation power. You don't have any negotiation power because the viewers, there are organic viewers that are on Twitch. Look at Ice Poseidon. Okay, that's probably a very good example. He went over to YouTube. How'd that go?
Yeah,
and
the apples and oranges, man. Dude,
apple, multiple oranges.
The thing is that the bar for entertainment to be stay relevant because of YouTube's dog shit discoverability is way higher. But let's be honest, at some point you can't deny that Ice did get like crazy amount of viewers on YouTube for what people thought YouTube was.
True.
He was getting like 20K. Yeah, right now he's like in the lower Ks. Whatever, dead end, the Omega lol, whatever, dude. Like I don't give a fuck. But
it's not. And by the way, this isn't a shot at him. I have nothing negative to say about Ice. Like that's not the point. I can use that analogy. It was the first person that came to mind. Who do we know that was banned off of Twitch and went somewhere else and did better?
No, never, ever.
Oh, okay. So there we go.
Asmon, you said earlier in the conversation said we have no negotiation power.
Right. None.
Again. I understand why you feel comfortable, and I get it. I do too.
I don't feel comfortable, dude. I love making. I had like an hour's worth of content of 9/11 jokes. I can't do any of them now. That's my best jokes are the ones that'll get me banned.
Okay, that's frustrating for me as well. I make jokes like that as well. So
yeah,
I understand where you're coming from, but.
squadW.
This is more than just content. This is more than just silencing you.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
And stopping you from saying the things that you want to say, or at least like guiding the kind of content that you can create somehow. But again, this is like stripping you of all power if you don't, in an unjust manner, like the one that we just experienced, and that's the fear here. So. You do have power. You have power in numbers, and it has worked in the past, and it could work now. And I'm not even saying let's fucking unionize or whatever. I'm just simply saying, even if we got together and asked Twitch some questions, they want us to have the best possible experience as Twitch streamers because happy workers lead to better results. So all I'm simply saying is that's how you start. Even if you're not going to unionize now, the first way to start this conversation is by bringing a lot of people together that are large enough who have genuine concerns over the terms of service and at least not make demands, but ask Twitch like, hey, could we at least implement different suspension rules or get a little bit more transparency over the process?
Opening up a conversation, I don't think is unreasonable. And I agree with you, Hasan, I do. But the problem is that they are obviously doing it in this way because they feel like this way will make them the most money and is the least, it contains the least amount of risk.
Yeah, that's why I mentioned like what happens when they change the rules. You know what I mean?
Quick.
And if you don't have any sort of, if you don't have any infrastructure to at least talk to your bosses at all, then they can do whatever they want. And hey, who knows? Like, this is exactly what happened to the American workers.
Yeah, I was about to say, welcome to America.
Decided to go to fucking China. They didn't ask them. If you ask the American labor force, I'm sure they would be like, no, fuck no, you're not bringing the factory over to China. Fuck that shit. No, we're gonna keep making these fucking cars here.
And what happens?
America would be in a very different situation right now.
Real quick, I want to say one thing real quick. Well, two things. The first thing is my squadW was, Asmon said 9/11.
Just fucking.
I know. I said I have my own jokes.
Don't worry, I have a lot of sexist jokes too.
Okay, thank you. Okay, anyway, no, it's just kidding. That's not it either. But anyways, real quick, here's the thing. Okay, saying that we have no negotiating power, I think it's not believing in yourself and being realistic with yourself, and you lack the confidence to see how much power you have. If we did not have power, I would not have been banned for making a speech that incited what they thought as hateful speech and rising up and bringing other people in, and that was at a 3K Andy. If you get 20K Andys together, 50K, 100K, 200K, believe me, there is power. They operate.
But they have much more to lose than to gain.
But they operate off outrage. Like you said earlier, xQc, how many times did you say when LSF outrages, when the public outrages, you see bans follow after? Even though Twitch,
the optics aren't on your side.
Even though Twitch denies this, there is a power. There is a negotiating power. There is a reach. Do you understand? If we got together and we reached and said this is not fair. I mean, sure, we'd be throwing people we know under scrutiny, but listen, in today's day, what is powerful? The voice, the people's voice. No, listen, what is more powerful than that? What controls the money?
Nothing.
No, you're wrong. If you said nothing, Mizkif wouldn't be banned if you say nothing.
That's not true at all.
It's the
optics of that.
What threatened the money?
I'll explain. Do you want me to explain?
Well, first, let me tell you, because it was actually a rhetorical question, but you're going to give me another answer. Well, let me tell you. What threatened the money was the outcry of someone else. The optics would not have been good. Do you understand? Do you understand how big Amazon is? If it was about money, they could have swept. Like, trust me, man. Money is what runs it, but there is something else, public perception, that runs the money. If you do not have public perception, if people think you are treating, or they are treating what makes them the money, what makes them big, what makes them relative, what makes them the prime platform, poorly, unfairly, and not right, that public perception in itself is more powerful than money, because that is what brings the money. Do you understand? It is our failure in our own confidence to understand the power 100%. That we have. No, this is exactly why.
Who here has an iPhone?
What, me? Yeah.
Me.
There's a lot of people who have iPhones. Aren't iPhones made in like sweatshops? Wasn't Apple like accused of like making things in like Chinese sweatshops with like under?
I know, but we don't have that situation. Asmon, that's an entirely different situation. I mean,
no, what he's conflating
like,
public
about
perception.
Global trade here in comparison to Twitch chat. We have,
but you still willingly consume.
What I was saying is like we have a unique opportunity where we actually have more power and more influence than all of these other worker forces that have tried to collectivize before us, because we actually have an audience. We actually have an influence. We have outsized influence. We have not only impact in regards to just like stopping streaming and shutting off Twitch effectively or hurting their revenue stream, but we actually have influence outside of that, more than any other worker ever could have. So Train is right.
Yo, okay. I was watching. I'm sorry, xQc. I really want to say something. Like, you guys are saying how Amazon really cares, right, about the perception.
No, they don't care about the perception.
They don't care about the perception of their factory workers. Of course they don't. They're fucking peeing in bottles.
That's what I'm saying, because
factories.
I know, cause I had experience with the warehouses, and it's a whole another side of Amazon where there's literally articles saying it's slavery, you know?
Yeah, no, for sure. You're right. But that's what I'm saying. We're in a unique situation here. And I would love for those people to actually form labor unions, and they have the power to do that. And hopefully one day they
Has anything happened in the past like years? Because it's been like what, 4 years with the warehouse problems, 5 years, right?
Yeah.
Has anything really changed? So like let's say we went through the same thing, right? Where there's articles saying we're going through some crazy shit. and if we try to make some changes, can we actually make some changes with Amazon?
Dude, guys.
No, this is not with Amazon. This is with Twitch. And yes, we do. Yes, we do. We have that power.
Isn't Amazon Twitch?
It's not the same.
Isn't Amazon Twitch?
Yeah, but guys, you guys are being like obtuse. You guys are ignoring something. Like this is the way they treat like a crazy amount of their employees. A crazy amount of their workers and shit. Like we're on this call where we're all together. But there are like a lot of communities on Twitch that sort of like talk to each other like we do. Technically, we're sort of considered like the edgy part of Twitch, but we're not like a huge crazy part of Twitch that much. Like all of us, we're not like you say all the 20 candies. Which other 20 candies that get banned? Which other 20 candies that have the same problems that we do? Which other 20 candies that are going through this thing that Mizkif is going through? Not a lot of them. So it's like
this. I hate to say this, but this isn't just for the 20K candies.
No, but what xQc is saying is that like these are things that only impact a small number of Twitch streamers. Like for instance, like so we have these problems getting banned because of shit like this. Do you think that like Fortnite streamers and like Overwatch streamers are going to want to join our union because we keep getting banned for weird like IRL shit? Right? Like
I don't know.
Tifa will join us.
Yeah.
Is this union thing?
Yeah.
I mean, wouldn't xQc join it too if he was still in Overwatch?
This is what they're going to do. We're going to create a union, and they're going to take away Twitch Prime, and then we're going to be pissed.
Hey.
That's what's going to happen. I'm not joining.
And then you're gonna go to Mixer for like 60K a month, dude. Because that's
I've already lost enough subs. If they take away Twitch Prime, mate, or gifting, I'm done for. There goes my career.
I don't know. I mean, I just don't really think that the streamers have as much bargaining power as you guys think that they do. And also, I do think that it's true, xQc, what you're saying. How many other people are having this problem? You know, you have all of these Fortnite streamers and just milquetoast streamers that just stream gameplay, etc. You know, this isn't really something that's even on their radar. They've streamed for 8 years and they've never even got talked to. I don't know. I really just don't think anything's going to happen until there's a genuine competitor with Twitch. Like, let me make a metaphor to World of Warcraft, okay? So every single time a new MMO comes out, WoW gets better because they know that they have to keep their players in there, and so they make their game better than the game that they're competing against. So we're going to have to wait for somebody like Twitch to come up and be a competitor, and then Twitch will get better, or, you know, the market will change. That's what I think is going to happen.
So true.
Is there
waiting for competition to kick in and have like
the free market.
Waiting for the free market to kick in is like waiting for Amazon to be magnanimous one day and magically be like, hey, you know what? We're going to implement these transparency rules now because we just thought about it. No, there's no other way to do this aside from just asking. At first, just asking, not making demands, just saying, hey, this is a group of a bunch of very big streamers who just have genuine concerns as to how the platform is conducting itself or how the platform is regulating itself. And look,
I'm curious. Have any of you guys spoken to your account managers about concerns like this?
What's an account manager?
They're the people that email you to say, by the way, your stream is going to get banned in about 2 days, so you go ahead and tell your people now.
Oh, Pluto.
Yep.
No, I don't. I haven't talked to him in a while.
I've talked about it many times. Here's the thing: the first thing, in my opinion, that needs to be talked about is exclusivity. Like, sure, there are no other platforms that are as big or as powerful or as influential as Twitch. Sure, you're right about that. But if that's the case, if that follows, then the exclusivity needs to go. If you get 30-day banned, the contract should be void for that 30 days. You're off the platform. You have no voice. It should be voided for that 30 days, and you should be allowed to go to another. Like, that's a first thing, and that's a minor thing. That's a very minor, small thing that is completely reasonable. So that's the first change that needs to be made. After that, we can go down the line of protection, of transparency, of, you know, things of that sort. Like, this needs to happen. You understand? Like, these mindsets you guys have, sure, you're right. What we're talking about is not something that happens overnight. It's not something that's easy. It's not something that, you know, it's going to happen in a blink of an eye. But if people in the past that created movements that in today's days seem almost impossible to get through, this is a possibility. And
if Martin Luther King could protest for fucking rights for African Americans, why the fuck can't we?
Do you know why the workers' protests don't work in the same way that they used to? Because you can just replace workers now with robots. Automation undercuts any sort of group
that's already
bargaining
happening.
that they would have.
That's literally already happening.
That's actually happened with fucking Greek Stream.
That's a fucking robot.
If you go on YouTube right now, they're trying to automate Greek's job. You can look under any YouTube video and you see the autoplay button. Holy shit!
Whoa.
Yeah, dude, and sometimes they put that in Twitter. It goes like, it just squeaks.
Okay.
Right? Love that one.
Here's the difference.
Am I wrong, Hasan?
Again, we're in a very fortunate situation where automation is not going to, at least in the near future, not going to replace Twitch streamers. We also, on top of that, have, again, I'm mentioning this once again, outsized influence, unlike the average American worker. So we have a lot more. As long as we have more confidence in ourselves, we have a lot more power than some of you are letting on. All it takes is to dream and also believe in yourself, Asmon. You're a fucking giant streamer, dog. What the fuck? You have 20,000 people watch you.
And if I get banned tomorrow, nothing will change on Twitch's end.
Yeah,
the website will go on.
You have no power.
Yeah,
but as a collective,
I
you have
think
all
it's
the power.
really good at the very least that it seems to be the case that whenever someone gets screwed over, everyone else stands up for them. And I think that makes a big difference in Twitch's eyes. So as long as we can have each other's back. Oh, yeah. I mean, I know the process is slow as shit, but even for the most recent case of the guy saying idiots instead of the N-word, I'm positive everybody talking about it makes a big difference.
I would say that is probably a good example.
That's another, that's a testament to what
we're saying. Exactly. Yes. That's literally a testament to what you and I are saying, Hasan. So that's
I feel like in the case of the idiot word thing. Also, I feel like that was just like it was such an egregious thing that like I think that's the reason why.
We got the union. Now what? What do we do?
Now what?
What do we do, boys?
No, unironically, what Greek is talking about is correct. You come up with a list of. I hate to use the word demand, but you come up with a list of demands. Technically, in a union situation, well, the first thing you do is make sure that everyone's on board.
Well, if we're making a list of demands, put snackies on the demands, please.
Okay, you can do that if you want.
Yes.
That would be democratically elected. And I'm using this as educational content. In no way am I saying that this is what we're doing and we're forming a union. I'm just using this as an educational content for all the people who are listening right now. If they were to actually democratize their own workplace, this is how they would do it. They would get a list of every single person who actually is working at the company, get their information, make a list, make sure that they're all on board with the same idea, and then go to one of the existing labor unions in the area to go back to like the international. I think it's called the IAFC, but we're not talking about that right now. If we were to actually form a union, we'd make a list of demands such as more transparency over ban procedures, figuring out like what constitutes a ban, more transparency over minor offense, implementing different protocols that don't mean immediate suspension.
DMCA resets over 6 months or something.
Yeah,
please.
true.
And a chance to appeal, a faster appeal process.
Dude, and if they don't do it, we'll go on strike and we won't stream. I've already started that, so.
Okay.
That was a good one, me.
I know Greek's joking, but that is how it normally works. Again, educational. Yeah. That is how it works.
Good job, Greek.
I don't know.
I'm just farming out with you else, mate. I'm just doing an honest job here. Where's xQc gone?
Got tired of you being here. You just fucking left immediately.
Oh, are you sure it's me, Destiny?
Yeah, I am actually.
Great. Why are you sounding salty, mate? Sounds salty. What's going on?
I don't sound salty at all. Are you okay?
I don't think
he said be right back. By the way, he said be right back.
Yeah.
I
don't know.
I don't want to be in the union with Destiny. Can we kick him out?
Okay.
Another
possible
demand I think would be the ability to stream on other platforms during bans, so that your opportunities to make money are not completely limited.
Well, that's because I have a legendary old guard contract from back in the day.
I think I have that too.
You might.
Yeah, I can stream on any platform. Easy clap.
Well, wait, are you sure?
I actually know.
Yeah,
my contract exclusively gates gaming content, so I can stream non-gaming content.
Yeah,
I actually
had that.
What the hell?
I had that contract too, and I had to change my address and something else, and
they got you to resign.
It makes you resign, and I didn't know this until after I signed, but I read it and it changed it on me. I'm an idiot.
Holy shit!
Yep.
Okay, that kind of fucking trickery is absolutely unacceptable. That's what I'm saying.
Trickery.
I should have read it.
What is trickery?
No, that's fucked up. You trusted Twitch to not fuck you, and in the first in the first opportunity they had to fucking scam you, they did that. That's not instilling a lot of confidence in your workers, right?
I would love to stay up until 5 a.m. and talk about this, but I have to get to sleep and get a few things ready. Look, I get what you guys are saying. I really just don't think the streamers have any negotiating power.
Stop being such a downer, mate. It's just,
dude.
Look,
okay, dude.
We do have power. We need to stick together, and we can fight this.
Yeah.
Well, I'm serious.
Look, man.
Greek, every time you say something, I just imagine your little icon saying it, looking all sarcastic and shit.
Okay.
We can fight this, Smiley.
Hey, Pokey, you want to chat after this?
Oh
Sure.
my
Sure.
fucking god! Oh, I'm cringing. My testicles are receding.
All right,
body.
boys.
Okay,
I'll
so
see you all later. Bye.
A fucking walking cuck.
Yeah, hit me
You're
up.
a walking fucking cuck.
Dude, I'm
What do
telling
you
you,
mean?
dude.
He fucks
Isn't
more than all of us.
Stop. What are we talking about right now? What are we talking about right now? Refocus.
Yeah, can we-
Refocus. Listen,
Refocus.
Everyone thinks that. Listen, I agree.
Huh?
Capitalism runs it. Capitalism has power. Money has power. I'm telling you what I said earlier. The public perception. The public has the power. Do you understand? They have the power. They do. If there is an issue, they have the power over the money because they control the money with a thing called, which, hey, I preached against this, but now I'm beginning to see the
Twitch
fucking
Prime?
now I'm beginning to see the tool in it. Something called outrage. Do you understand? I'm beginning to see the tool, dude. Listen, now I'm seeing why. Like, that is the public's only weapon they have against capitalism. It's the only weapon they have. It actually forces change. It forces the hands of the extremely fucking rich people sitting in their fucking yachts, drinking their goddamn 90-year-old cognac with their fucking beards growing out like the guy from the Dos Equis commercial, while they're talking about who they're gonna fuck next and what fucking brandy they're gonna fucking pick up from goddamn South Salvador. Do you understand? It is the only way, dude. It's the only way. So that is a power. It is a power. It's 100%. To me, it's just far-fetched to think that we have no power at all. To me, it's completely ridiculous to think that we have no power at all.
I'll be honest, man. Like, even if we all stopped streaming, Twitch wouldn't care. Like they wouldn't.
That's fucking. You are so wrong. You are.
They wouldn't
so
care, dude.
insanely wrong.
Because do you know how many other people like you, Hassan, and Destiny that would just rise up?
No, why are there so?
I think Greek is right. Honestly,
how little confidence do
easily
you have in
replaceable,
yourself,
dude.
Greek? How many people are going to be able to do the same shit that you're doing, dog? Give me a
Dude,
fucking
everybody does my shit. I was the only one that watches videos, and I got replaced.
Listen,
dude.
here's what you're not thinking. No, listen, I got this. Okay, just step back. Listen, I had my 2 eggs today. I'm fucking on it. Okay, listen. Here's the problem. Here's the problem. Okay, you think that when we get together and do this, we're just gonna fucking say, hey, Twitch, see you guys later, viewers, guys, all later, see you guys later, guys, let's get into a 7-man call, we got this. No, listen, if we tell our viewers, we share on the huge platform, they will purposely wait for us. They will do it. Do you understand? Like, it's a full procedure. It's a full movement. It's not just 7 streamers saying, all right, we're done streaming. That's not what it is. It's the people standing behind us. It's your 20K standing behind you. My 3K standing behind me. Pokey's 15K, Poke's fucking 10K, and
I had 4K viewers yesterday.
I have 2K.
I'm just saying that it's more than just the 7 streamers. It's the people. It's the army that loves you. Do you understand? There's a lot of people you've changed their fucking lives, and a lot of streamers don't know that. Even myself, I overlooked that. They would stand behind us. They would stand behind us. 100% stand behind us. I'm telling you.
Dude, the only way we could do this, I tell you what, next TwitchCon, let's all fucking protest outside TwitchCon. I'll get naked, dude. I'll literally get naked. Let's go, boys.
Okay.
Has to be EU though, because I can't get arrested in the NA.
All I know is, dude. All I know is, if we keep deflecting serious issues with jokes, nothing's ever gonna get done until one of you.
Oh, mate, but mate,
listen, no. Until each of you get until each of you get until each
what do you want me to do, dude?
Until each of you get permabanned. And then I see a fucking Twitter post crying about the unfairness. That is the only time. Unfortunately, we are all fools because it has to happen to us for us to understand the importance. None of us here are wise. If we were wise, we'd learn from the mistakes of other permaban streamers and we'd stop it in its tracks. No, dude.
If you don't want jokes about it and you wanted to take it seriously, you wouldn't do it on stream. You'd do it off stream.
What?
Right?
No, because I just explained why.
Talking about mobilizing his viewers, so obviously he's going to do it in front of them. And look, you are correct again, Greek. Not memeing. Yes, if there were to be serious conversations, it probably shouldn't happen on stream.
Bye, Dust.
But
yeah, be careful.
Bye.
Good night.
See you, mate.
See you, dude.
Bye.
Wait, who's leaving? What's going on?
I gotta go to bed.
Oh,
hey, Thursday night, you guys better be there. Okay?
Hey, we have a threesome tomorrow, Destiny.
Yo, Destiny, Thursday night. Hey, you heard it here, Destiny, Thursday night Scuff podcast. You guys better be there.
Oh shit, yeah, that I might be a little late for that, but that's okay. All right.
Destiny, we have a threesome tomorrow with Kyle Kalinske.
What time? Quick.
The fuck do you mean? What time, dog? Four until like 4.
You don't even know. Okay, goodbye. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
No,
I got you on the schedule. You're on the schedule. Bye.
Listen, boys, real quick in chat. Listen, none of you. If I see any disrespect toward Greek, you're getting permabanned. Greek is my friend. I love him. No, I'm serious.
Dude, I don't
like this.
Relax, dude. There's a few
listen, I'm going to defend you because I don't like this popularity contest a lot of us streamers play into. I don't like it. I don't like sitting here and doing a boom, took you down, Greek, I win, you're weird champ the rest of the stream. It is a disgusting and toxic mentality we play into, and this is why personality streamers are dying and why we are not thriving like gaming streamers, because we eat each other we eat each other and we let the chat play into it. So no, Greek is a friend, you'll get fucking perma'd if you go on him. I made a point. That's it. No, dude, I'm like, dude, there's so many things I see in my mind, bro. Listen, I gotta.
Literally, my viewers, we're championing me. Relax,
I know.
Dude.
I'm just saying, dude. Listen, I got some gut. Listen, I had my 2 eggs today, baby, soft boiled. I'm fucking feeling it, baby. My goddamn brain, it's fucking connecting on a different level. Never mind. Go.
You guys are gonna talk about this on the podcast tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Train, you're 100% correct. I'm 100% with you.
A lot more people from.
And I'm not saying that we should. Again, I can't stress this enough. We're not. This is not like, oh, we're forming a labor union right now or anything like that. But there is no reason why we shouldn't be able to ask Twitch why we can't have more transparency over certain protocols that would actually make not only our content better, but also the platform better for the viewers. And that's something that Twitch wants.
We need. If we're serious about this, we need more people from different areas of the platform. Like, we just want.
That's true.
There's no way. Because like, if you were to get people from like, I think like there's some platforms that Twitch loves more. But if we got some people from those sort of sections to join us, I know a few contacts, mate. So I'll hit him up if you want.
Train.
We could talk about
buying for manners, and if you go on strike,
there's loads of streamers there.
Oh yeah, that's actually a really good spot to kind of get people to agree on something.
Yeah.
You guys up Grow Score? Again.
Train, I tell you to stop buying from Amazon if you go on strike to support you all.
That's a really cool alert.
Oh, you like that alert? I'll play it again. Check this out. It's actually super cool. Just check the sound out, okay? It's actually super... Check this out. Oh, fuck. I muted it. I gotta do it again. Fuck. I muted the alert. God damn it. Okay, here we go, dude. Here we go.
Flexing.
Here we go, dude. Yo, check this out. This alert's actually to die for.
Dude, he gave me $300?
Who made you that alert?
Hey, my boys in
Train. Equals stop buying from Amazon if you go on strike to support you all.
Dude, dude, I made their logo and they still haven't made me graphics, man. I've still got the fucking regular shit, man. Fuck.
Yeah, well, just ask them. No, just ask them that they'll make it for you. I'm pretty sure they made one.
I've asked them.
Be like this, Greek. Hey, those alerts, man, are they getting worked on? Also, yeah, Streamlabs hit me up right now.
Honestly, dude, I'm gonna use Streamlabs for a day just to remote.
All right, y'all. I gotta go to bed. Past my bedtime.
Oh yeah. Oh, I just got a message. Okay, but yeah, I gotta go to bed too, guys.
Yeah, no worries. I'll hit you up later, Greek.
All right. Well, yo, Scuff Podcast, Scuff Podcast Thursday. If you guys can make it, it'd be great. We'll talk about it a little bit more in detail. I love you guys. Thanks for coming. Bye.
Wait.
Alright, see you guys.
The fastest
All right, bye everyone.
Bye.
Right, I'm not
Bye-bye.
going, mate. I need the I'm staying here. There's 8K viewers.
Oh,
I'm not
thank
leaving.
God. Hey, 9K, dude. Thank God. I was. Hey,
I'm not
listen.
fucking leaving, mate. I need the
Greek,
viewers.
what the
man.
fuck? Your neck, dude.
Dude.
It's
He's
nice.
He has traps too. He has the traps.
Greek,
baby.
I had a nightmare. You were a lower weight than me, so I started my diet today.
You actually look really fucking good, dude.
Wait, really?
You do. Yes.
if I'm thinner than you, dude.
Yeah, I know, dude. Thank you, Greek.
Bog on the beat.
Oh, man.
Bog.
Dude, please don't.
Yo, dude, if we're actually doing this, mate,
It's gonna be.
then
Yeah. It's just gonna be a.
I
slow
don't want you to be the leader. That's for sure.
Hey, if I was the leader, I'd put squadW on our flag.
Train, you should not be the leader, dude.
I agree with a lot of things you say, but not all of it.
Hey, squadW's going on the flag, baby. That's all I gotta say.
I love you, Train, but you cannot be someone who leads.
Why not?
Because one day you'll be a leader, and the next day you play Overwatch and you say something stupid.
No, dude.
Yo,
Listen.
Train, you're gonna be proud of me, mate. You know what I'm doing today?
What are you doing?
You're gonna be very proud of me, dude. I'm doing a media sellout stream.
Oh, my man, dude. I'll be there, baby. Yeah, listen. I'm gonna go next level advertisement. I'm gonna donate like $100. I'm playing my goddamn own fucking music video, dude. Hey, my man. Hey,
Dude,
hit that
it's so
shit.
annoying. You've always got that one guy who plays a normie music video, gives you $100. The whole chat, weird chaps, dude.
Hey, I love them, dude. Hey, keep it coming. Yo, my man, don't listen to these guys. Hey, keep it coming.
Can I just donate like advertisements to my stream?
If you guys don't like if you guys hate normie music being donated during media shares, Twitch Prime sub if you just hate that, and maybe I'll ban it, dude.
True, dude.
No, but listen, dude. Whoever does lead it, they have to be confident as fuck.
Look how baggy my eyes are.
Why have you not slept?
I haven't slept for 24 hours.
Really?
Yesterday.
Dude, you've actually, like, no bullshit, no memes, you've actually lost a lot of weight, dude.
Dude, you saw me at my worst, man.
I know I did. So that's why I'm a good dude. It's actually dude, I can't even, like, it's actually insane. How? Can you tell me how?
It's the lighting. Cheating.
It's power and will, man.
Wait, what? Power and will? There
Look,
has to be.
I'll tell you how to do it, man.
Is it a
This is how you
diet?
do it, boy. You just have to just get your mind straight. It's about habits, right?
Adderall and cigarettes.
It's about habits. You need to get your habits right, boys.
Yeah.
If you don't work on changing habits, then you're just gonna. I've stopped drinking fizzy drinks in these last 3 days, and it's fine. I haven't missed them at all. A little bit. I've missed them a lot. I really need a fizzy drink.
Dude, I feel that 100%. I stopped drinking Coke, dude. I crave it every fucking day.
Dude,
I stopped for 2 weeks, and then maybe just come back worse.
It
I don't know.
sucks.
I'm gonna smoke one Red Bull. I mean, not smoke. I mean, drink one Red Bull a day. That's it for my stream when I'm streaming.
Oh, that sounds good, dude. It's just so.
Yeah.
bad
I actually
for
think
you.
that stuff isn't worth it. I think it makes you more tired.
Poke, I actually think I might be skinnier than you now, man.
Dude,
Maybe.
if you listened to Canute last night, Canute said
But
that.
Poke, you're more like a barrel. You're shorter.
No, I
right?
figured it out. I actually have like no ass at all. It's just bone. So I think all my weight went everywhere else.
Yeah, like
I'm
you're
lucky.
you're like you know Donkey Kong barrels. You're like one of those.
All right, thanks, Greek. I'm gonna start my diet for sure.
Start your diet, dude. It's easy. Just go on the keto diet for 2 months.
No. I am. I'm in the group now. I'm in the group thing.
My keto strip was red today. No, reddish.
The thing I fuck up a lot is I tell people about the diet and then I get the wow pog and then I just don't do it anymore.
Last night, Canute said that Diet Coke isn't bad for you at all, and that everyone's lying. And I looked it up, and he was actually right. There was actually no study that says that there's anything bad for you about it at all. Now, I still can't stand behind that. I even though what I read, I still can't stand behind it. But hey, he was saying just drink Diet Coke. But hey, I don't. It doesn't sound right to me. But apparently in Norway they released a study where you can drink. He said 2 liters or 4 liters of Diet Coke a day, and you'll be fine. In Norway, they released this. The government released it.
Are you serious?
Yeah, the government released something that says you can drink 4 liters of Diet Coke a day, and that is the recommended dose if you choose to drink it. Some dumb shit like that, which is ridiculous. That's more Cokes than I drink. Like, I drink 4 cans of Coke. What is that? That's fucking 1/4 of a liter? Why the fuck would you drink 4? It made no sense. I looked it up, but he wasn't lying.
What if Diet Coke bought Norway and made that?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm glad I actually brought everyone in and had everyone talk.
What about if just because we were talking about making a union, Twitch actually removes Twitch Prime, dude? They're the era of Twitch Prime is over.
Oh well, who cares?
We'll take it. Huh?
I'll tell you why. You want to know why?
What do you mean? Who cares?
Listen, I'll tell you why. You want to know why?
What?
An estimate. How much do you think Twitch Prime brings in for you a year? Or not a year,
everything.
A
Nobody
month.
subs with real money, dude. Never subbed, never donated. Stolen Wi-Fi, living at parents. The fucking works, mate. They don't care, man. They're not going to sub. I need Twitch Prime. All my subs are Twitch Prime.
Okay, well, if all your subs are Twitch Prime, then I have no argument. But if half your subs are Twitch Prime, it's still worth it. If you lose half your subs, it's still worth it. I can tell you one reason why. Reason why.
I need to buy my house, mate.
I can tell you one reason why it'd be worth it.
Go on then, tell me.
You would actually make more.
Okay, I'm listening.
If there was no exclusivity agreement, there are companies right now that if you stream twice a week, and they'll lock you in for a year or 2 years, twice a week, that's it, twice a week, 4 hours max a week, they'll pay you an additional 35 to 50K on top a month. That beats any Twitch Prime.
Twice a week on the fucking Twitch.
Yeah, but that beats any of your Twitch Primes. So even if Twitch Prime's gone, the exclusivity would make up for it by itself.
So you're saying that if we go on the union and we join this union, we have to work harder then?
Well, I'm saying if
to make ends meet.
No, I'm saying
to make ends meet.
I'm saying if they attacked us and took away Twitch Primes because they were spiteful of the union, then there are other methods to regain the Twitch Prime revenue. That's what I'm saying.
I'll tell you what, man. I might just go to the. I might take my first flight. I might just take a private jet to the Twitch office in San Diego, dude, and just talk to him face to face.
You know what? I'll join you. I'll join you. Let's go talk to him, dude.
I've had a fucking enough of this, man. I'm gonna go to them face to fucking face and say, "Listen, man, we don't like the way you're treating us."
Yeah, I agree.
I'll threaten them with a fist or something.
You're in a video game.
I'm just shaking.
Yeah.
In a video game.
Yeah.
I'm threatening. Look.
You actually are very, dude. It's insane. Even your arm is skinnier. It's crazy, dude. It's actually insane. Like, is it just keto? Is that all it is?
Keto, bruv. I look good. I feel good. I mean, last night I had, hey boys, I had some pork scratching snackies, boys. I couldn't help it, man. I couldn't fucking help it.
Was that okay? Pork rinds?
What's that?
Wait, what'd you eat? Pork rinds?
Yeah, snackies.
Oh. Yeah, pork rinds are fine.
Keto friendly. Pork scratchings, we call them, bruv. Yeah, and I'm also working on like dressing like more like a Chad. Like my mum always thinks I look like a hobo because like like this, the hair's never cut. Like wearing my GGX merch kind of makes me look like a hobo. So I'm deciding I'm gonna start wearing Gucci.
Yeah. What's up,
Gucci?
Andy?
Yeah, Gucci.
Train, we're the same. We're both fat, so we wear black shirts.
Dude, I'll be. That's all I wear.
Wait, you wear black shirts too?
Yeah, only, dude.
Dude, Gucci. Dude,
nice, he knows the secret.
Bro, I don't know what's going on. Dude, I don't know what's going on with Gucci and these other fucking stores, dude. I'm telling you, they've tricked all of us, dude. I'm telling you, dude, these fucking these designers, real quick, dude, these designers go into a room, they sit in a store, they say, "How can we make
the same thing of your shirts?"
Okay, dude, listen, dude. They sit in a circle saying, "Okay, what shoe can we make? What can we do to it to make it the ugliest, bulkiest thing possible?"
No,
it needs to be
I disagree.
ugly.
Some of their stuff is really good,
dude,
man.
that shit is
some
ugly,
some of
dude.
these top companies, Balenciaga, they have some cool shit.
Dude, I don't know if you've seen the fucking shoe collection of Gucci. That shit looks like a fucking Aladdin level, dude. You know, in Super Nintendo Aladdin, where there was fucking you had to get the jewels. That Gucci puts like jewels hanging like earrings off the fucking shoe sides. There's jewel here. There's a bumblebee sitting here. There's a snake wrapped up over a bumblebee on the left side. Like, the goddamn shoe tells a life story. Like, I didn't buy this shoe to read a fucking book or a fucking picture book. It's fucking stupid. It's so ugly, dude.
Mate, I just realized something. Train, you got two of the funniest people on Twitch in this call.
Yeah, me and you.
All right, I'll see you guys later.
I'm kidding, Poke.
He meant you, Poke. Oh, see what you did now?
Oh, come back! Come back, Poke!
Yo, how many pepper hands did I get?
You got none. You got one, dude.
You got 5.
Fuck, man.
You didn't do it right.
Hey, I guess I'm just not...
This is how you do it. You got this. Watch. I guess I'm not that funny. I'll see you guys later.
Wait, he left? Dude, what?
What the hell?
Man.
Greek, come back.
Dude, we were just joking, man.
See...
That's okay, dude.
Yeah, see...
Dude, we love you, man.
Dude, listen. You and Poke at the Pepe hands. Now watch what happens when I do it, dude. Listen, all you're going to see is the goddamn victim spam. Hey.
Dude, where's my car?
I don't get it. Dude, where's my car?
Dude, we should buy a Twitch bus where all the streamers, we chip in money and we buy like a big bus and we fuck each other on it. We hard. Raw!
I can see you have a lot of energy, dude. You have a shit ton of energy. It's from the weight loss. That's really fucking cool.
Also, dude, look at the bags though, look.
What? Is that just water weight or just you haven't slept?
I've been drinking a lot of water, but look. Oh, that's a good angle, look.
I feel like me and you could be cousins, dude. Like our faces.
Hey. Here, I can look like a mob boss, look. Hey, you fucking talking to me? This is the last thing you want to do. You don't want to cross me.
I feel like our relationship would be, you'd be the mob boss, and I'd be your hitman. Like, I'll get your dirty work done for you. I'd sit there quietly in my suit. That's exactly what you and I would be.
Yeah, mate. Good one.
Okay, dude. Thanks.
I love you, dude.
I love you too.
Okay, now what, boys? What we doing now?
I was gonna do some Reddit, and I was gonna play Detroit Become Human.
Okay, I'm playing Minecraft, mate. Sell out stream Minecraft.
Wait, tonight?
Dude, your Minecraft stream
in about
is so
2
good
hours
to fall
time.
asleep to, dude. Thank you.
Dude, in about go live in about 3 hours. I'll give you a host, dude.
Dude, 2 hours is fair enough. I'm not running into your shit in 2 hours.
Okay, fine.
Because I fap and stuff. So.
Okay, fair. That's fair.
Yeah. Dude, I'm so tired.
Yeah, I'm so thirsty.
I will keep going though, for the content.
I'm gonna go a drink. I'm gonna take a piss. Poke, have you streamed today, yeah or no?
I was going to. Or I did earlier today, yeah.
Bog on the beat. Dude, chat, how do you think this union's gonna go? Good or bad? Dude, Destiny's such a fucking bitch, dude. He's always like, no, Greek, you're not gonna take this seriously. We're gonna take my debate seriously. Shut up, Destiny. How fucking.
I'll be honest, Greek. I did the vibe changed completely. The vibe changed after you joined, dude. Dude.
Yeah, because I don't like taking shit
You
seriously.
ruined the mood. Not ruined it, but you just changed it. Like you went from. No, I'm sorry,
ruined
not
the
ruined.
mood?
No, my bad. You changed it from serious to lols.
Come on, bro.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't mean ruined. Okay. It's just it
Man,
was just
come on,
completely
bro.
different.
Farming trues, dude. Come on now.
No, man. What?
No, I'm joking.
I don't even have Twitch chat open.
I changed.
I'm
I
kidding.
did change it a little bit, but look, guys. If you have to be serious, you have to talk about that shit off stream. You know?
No, I disagree. I actually disagree with that. I think talking about it now with people is
you're
good.
discussing tactics, okay? On
No,
stream.
that tactics
where
later.
the enemy
Right now
can watch us.
Okay.
Do you understand?
We're not gonna be streaming meetings if they do that. Or they are, I mean.
We need to stream. We need to not stream a meeting and not make it about content. Otherwise, nobody's going to take us seriously. This is urgent, man. Our lives are fucking in danger. We're on a fucking list. As soon as I joined that call, I was ready to be on that fucking Amazon hit list, dude.
Well, maybe the streamers, like if you're working, let's say Twitch is the hotel, right? And the maids are the streamers, right? The maids are the people streaming. And the maids are on strike and they just leave, and they go outside and they're on strike. It's like I don't think if we just go on strike and not tell people, like make noise about it. I think we have to just make noise about it and like be transparent about, the union and shit if they do that.
Yeah, but don't be too transparent. They won't see us, Oh
yeah.
See what I did there, mate?
Yeah.
It's a rough life. Yeah, you're right, dude. And we need more people from other sections. Right now, it's just the same. Like it's the same group of people, but the same section. Until we can get people from like the speed running community, the art community, the body painting community, then we can't really start a movement if we don't have everybody moving with us.
The reason. Go ahead.
And why would they risk that? Why would they go in a union when they're just doing their own thing and they're making money? Why would they risk their, why would they stop streaming? Like, for example, man, if all you guys stop streaming, the first thing I would do is start my stream up, beg for donations.
Well, the thing is, it's actually not about going on strike. It's about making waves that actually will go for a change. Like, I know that sounds super high road, but it's like, what needs to happen is, listen, I truly believe this, Greek. I truly believe that a lot of bans that go around on Twitch, and Twitch to this day will deny it. They'll deny it. They've denied it to me hundreds of times. I still can't believe it. Like, I still can't take their word for it. Like, I really think half of the bans that do go out are because they see it on livestream fail and waves are being made. Controversy is being created. Outrage is happening. Do you understand? This is why I truly believe this. They deny this. I want to be clear with it. They've denied it millions of times to me. They say this is not the case. They do not look at the thing. They don't. But I really think that's half of the bans. Like, I think making waves and saying that this is not okay is especially in 2019. 2019, if there's any year that we do this, if there's any time that we do this, take it from me, squadW. This is the year to do it. Do you understand? This is the year where the people's perception actually has the most power. So like I said, like, I don't want to go on strike. I don't want to threaten them. I don't want to make it into a war or be hostile. I don't want to do that, right? Because you love it here, I love it here. But the thing is, change needs to come about. And this is the way it's gone in past movements. And I do think, I don't think not having a competitor is an issue at all. I just think that the bigger streamers that say that, they don't have the confidence or the self-worth to understand the power that they have under their fingertips. But that's just me, dude. I don't know. Does that make sense?
That's not just you. That's me, too.
Good. Yeah.
Train, imagine Danny Brown gives you... Sorry, it's random. I was just reading it. Imagine Danny Brown gives you a shout-out on his album.
Oh my god, dude. I should have just kept spamming him and telling him to do that. That would have been solid.
Dude, imagine you had a line. That'd be sick, dude.
Oh my god, dude. Fuck.
Yo, xQc said be right back and he never joined back, dude. Weird champ.
Yeah. Fuck.
Weird champ, dude.
I'm gonna go do some stuff. I love you guys.
Alright.
Ditching me in trade. Great. What am I gonna do? How am I gonna carry this now? Leaving it up to me?
I'm gonna do some Reddit recap. If you want to join me, Greek, we can combine our Reddit recap skills, dude. But then,
dude, because then I have no concept.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, that's true.
Fuck. Train immediately recognized the
shit. No, you're right. Because I wouldn't do it either. No, you're right. I wouldn't do it either, dude. You're right. If this was on your stream, I'd have to leave.
I actually have to leave the stream because I can't fake.
No, you're right. It's spoilers. It's no different than me going to play Walking Dead and xQc playing Walking Dead and I have to leave the stream. It's spoilers. Me doing Reddit recap is a spoiler for you because then you have and the same thing for you. If you do Reddit recap, I have to leave your stream. Otherwise, I can't do it myself.
You're gonna be playing Detroit for sure tonight.
Yeah, I'm gonna play
for sure, or you might move in another night. Did you see that game Mordhau?
No, I didn't.
It looks fucking fun, dude. It's
really?
Like you ever play Chivalry? Like the.
No, I didn't.
Do you like those kind of games where it's like medieval fighting, FPS, like first person medieval?
No, the only medieval games I like are things where you like build bases and you build armies. So like
it actually looks fun though. So if you want to try it later, dude,
Age
I'm
of
down.
Empires, stuff like that. But I'm down to try something, yeah. But I'm gonna play Detroit tonight for sure. I promised it. If I don't,
you did promise it, but it is 4 a.m. and I don't think anyone would be mad if you moved it till tomorrow.
No.
I'm sorry if you guys are mad at me for saying this.
No.
I love you, Trey. I love you, community.
No, listen.
4 in the morning.
I know the only reason I can't is because I made a promise. If I don't play it today, then I have to shave my head, and I don't want to shave my head.
All right, have fun, dude.
Yeah, so I have to play. Yep.
All right.
Okay. All right. Love you, bro.
I was looking out for Train.
Hey, my man. No, you're right. You're right. It's already late as fuck. But I'm glad we did that, dude. If I would have went about it myself, the Twitch would have been like, "Yo, let's get this guy out of here."
What if? Hey, Train. What a man, guys. He's actually doing it for you guys. All right. Sub now. He's 200 subs away from you.
Twitch Prime boys. Hey, we're only 200 subs away from 10K, guys. Come on.
All right, peace, dude.
All right, love you, man. Love you so much.
See ya.
Bye. Holy shit, guys.